Hello and welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be playing some BattleTech, and I'm playing as usual the Commander's Edition mod, which is my favourite mod, and there's a new version out. Harry informed me either last night / this morning, either way I saw the message when I got up, that there was a new version out. So we're on, what is it now? It's in the title, 1.8.1.3. There we go. So that's the version we're on now. I have not played it at all. All I've done is installed it before going live, and I've got a game set up ready to play. So we'll see what this new version has in store for us. And I hear Galaxy at War stuff has been fixed. So for those that have been encountering problems with the Galaxy at War things, hopefully those problems won't be there anymore. I personally just tend to avoid doing Galaxy at War stuff anyway and just kind of play the game. So I've not really had an issue with it, but apparently people have been. But yeah, that stuff should be all good now. The first thing I noticed, and that's not from this patch, this was in previously, but there's a new Clint model, which looks quite shiny and nice, doesn't it? Huge autocannon arm there for the AC5 on the right arm. Looks pretty cool. Always nice to see more models going into the game. So this is what I've started with. This is a new campaign I've just fired up. There's the Firestarter FS9H, so that's going to be very handy once I can kit it out how I like. We've got an Irby. So my starting lance is pretty hard hitting with the AC5 of the Clint and the AC10 of the Irby, but that Irby is going to make things very slow. And then I've got a Locust 1V and a Stinger 3R for my 20 tonners, so could be worse. The best thing about it is obviously this Firestarter. That's going to come in very handy. Another thing worth mentioning, guys, if you go to the Nexus mods page, which I'll link now in chat. There we go. So if you go to the Nexus mods page, there are also optional files that you can download, as well as obviously getting the latest 1.8.1.3 version of the mod. You can also get these optional files that are listed. If you want to know what's in those and what they do, then you need to read the posts tab on the Nexus mods page, and it will tell you all about that. But essentially the short version is it makes the game more hardcore for those that want a serious challenge, that find the game too easy. And I will be trying that myself at some point. I haven't installed it yet. I just thought I'll at least do an episode with the new update to the mod as it's intended to be initially for just the normies. And then at some point in the future, I'll try this this extra difficult stuff. And those settings were created for Beegs and Jam, or Beagle Rush, or Beagle whatever. He's got several names, but he's really well-known streamer. You guys might already be aware. On Twitch, he goes under Beegs and Jam. Really cool guy. Has fairly recently picked up playing this mod, which is nice. Finally to have a big streamer actually playing it. And he requested certain changes to make it even more challenging, because he plays a lot of strategy games to a very high level. So he asked Harry to implement some extra hard stuff, which Harry has done. So if you want to play it how Beegs and Jam is playing it, then the files are there as an optional download on the Nexus mods page. And if you want to see what the changes are, obviously read the post page, but you can also check out Beegs and Jam on Twitch TV to see, the version he's running, because he's obviously running those files already. As I said, I will give him a try. Excuse me. I will give him a try at some point in the future. Not today though, but I am interested to see how much more of a challenge things become with the changes. I mean, one of the changes that's in that stuff is regarding Bulwark. It's quite an interesting nerf to Bulwark, and I'm intrigued to see what the result of that is in terms of, when you're actually playing it. It's easy to kind of think and theorize about it, but I'd like to actually try it. So yeah, if you really want to up the ante and make the game more difficult, give those extra files a download and give that a try. Would love to hear how you're all getting on with it. Yeah, right. So what do we got? Yeah, I've shown you the mechs I've got. I've had just about enough time to set up the initial starting pilots. As usual, I've just gone with longest subscribed people first, and then the rest of you will get added in as we go along. So we've already got Black Cat, Catch, Ryland, Sarge, Garrison, and Gecko. I want to pick up a couple more pilots, but I ran out of viable pilots in this location. The store is a bit of a weird one. All that was in the store was missile stuff. So 2 types of LRM-10, an LRM-20, an SRM-2, and a mortar for some reason. So there was absolutely nothing that I could buy in the store here that was any use for my starting mechs. So everything is just completely stock, which worries me. It worries me a lot. I don't tend to like running things as stock, but it is what it is. And we've got contracts to do, so we're going to get on with one. This one first is training day. Now that could be a good one to start with, because I think you only need to commit one of your own mechs to this, so that's probably a good mission to start off with. We'll take that. Okay. I'll just leave it as it is. There we go. So the one mech I'm going to take for this. Wow. There are 2 Urbies for the guys I'm training, and 1 Commander 2D. Commando 2D. I think I said Commander. What should I take? Should I take the Clint? I mean, gives me some long-range firepower. I could take an Urbie of my own, and then we've got 3 Urbies. I don't know if that's a good or a bad idea. Or I could just take the Firestarter, which would be fairly sensible. But I don't know, the stock Firestarter I'm not a fan of at all. In my opinion, it just doesn't have enough firepower. Too much investment in flamers. I think I might go with the Clint. Let's take that, the 40-tonner, and we're going to use Doyle for this, because then nobody dies if things go bad. Nobody that matters. Doyle's got the plot armor. So let's deploy. Yeah, that update, Azakis, is very recent. It was either last night or today or whatever. So yeah, brand new update. It didn't take me too long. I'm in the same boat as you, Azakis, on Nexus mods. It didn't actually take too long to get. Because as far as I'm aware, you don't need a new community asset bundle. So I just reinstalled the community asset bundle that I had already, that takes the longest part. And then downloading and installing the Commander's Edition files didn't take very long at all. It was really quick. Maybe it's the time of day. I don't know. Hey, Titivilus, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you had a good Christmas and New Year. What date did I start with? 3057. So I'm again, I haven't done a playthrough where we've seen very much at all of that time period. I've done many playthroughs where we've seen the start from 3025 tech. So I'm just skipping to the end stuff. Got a feeling the music might be switched off. I'll have to put that on in a moment. Hey Rylan, how you doing? Good to see you. And Sarge says take the Clint. That's what we went with before I'd seen that comment. Titivilus says if nobody dies, there won't be any new pilots. Well, this stage of the game is always the scariest. People do die at this point. Pretty nasty. Yeah, it's brand new, Rylan. Only just recently got finished this latest version. Okay. All friendly mechs must survive. Now, why have I got to keep them all alive? Okay, let's head over here. Yeah, it does sound like the music's off. Let's sort that out. As I say, when I play this in my own time, I usually turn the music off because I'll watch something on YouTube at the same time, and the music tends to get in the way of that. So if you're wondering why I so often have it turned off when I start streaming, that's why. But yeah, so a little bit more detail about how the bulwark thing will work in the Beegs and Jam version. That's not what I'm running now. I know I've said it a lot, but just for clarity, I'm running the standard version, and this is not forced upon you in the standard version. This is just if you download the extra files. But you will no longer be able to get 60% damage mitigation out of bulwark. That won't be possible in the extra optional files. However, it will work in a way that if you're out of cover, you get a free brace, which is kind of interesting. So it will encourage a more mobile style of play, which I think is a nice idea, really, because I mean, I just find most of the time the best way to play this is move from cover to cover. You know, get in some cover, have that extra defense, survive longer, and that's all there is to it. So it's a nice idea to nerf bulwark to a point where you're going to want to, you know, be more mobile, take advantage of that instead, and it makes, you know, the other skills more viable too, which is also good. Rather than, you know, automatically having bulwark as a choice that you're going to make every time. You can now choose to not take it with that version, so that's a positive, I feel. But yeah, as for what that's going to do when you're hitting the LRM spam crazy missions, as we all know, some of them are pretty insane. Without that ability to get yourself a 60% damage mitigation, you know, the most you'll be able to get is 40%. It's going to be interesting to see whether that makes things too hard or not. Because, you know, there are certain combinations of enemy mechs that can get thrown at you that are just absolutely brutal in terms of the LRM damage. And yeah, I don't know whether it will still be handleable or not. It'll be interesting to find out, though, whether you will just get worn down too quickly by the LRMs, or whether it will just work out fine because you're using evasion instead and not getting hit so much due to the evasion. Yeah, it's going to be something I will try at some point in the future because I want to know. I watch myself on YouTube. No, no, I really don't. No, I can't stand watching myself. It's terrible. I used to have to do that like many years ago when I used to do radio shows. You used to have to listen back to your shows, you know, as a means of improving, and I hated it. It was always so cringy. I'm pretty sure most people hate the sound of their own voice, and I am definitely one of those people. That's true, isn't it? Yeah, Sarge says he's been a pilot for 12 months and have never died yet. Knock on wood. Yeah, you haven't, have you? I think we had a close call once, didn't we? Where I thought like you might have died, but the dice roll went in your favour and you just were horribly injured instead. I remember that happening one time. But yeah, you've been pretty lucky there. Right, I'm just pulling out. I know I'm not going to get much of anything out of this mission by doing this, but I've got to keep all of these Muppets alive, and the best way to do that is just evac as soon as you're able to. Use the Clint to hold the line. Not that there'll be much to shoot because it's so far away and behind cover. But this Irby here is a little bit left behind, so just brace. Brace, I guess. Oh, let's jump the Irby into the extraction point just because we can. And then everybody else can... Yep. What is that? I'm kind of tempted to find out what that is. Let's go see. Ooh, a griffin. No. I'm quite tempted to not bug out now, because getting some early griffin parts could be quite cool. Now, let's see about setting up some kind of ambush, but from within the actual evac zone with my Irbies. Because for a half-skull mission, destroy additional enemy reinforcements, this is probably all they've sent. It's a fully armoured griffin by the looks of it, so that's probably it. You know, that's probably everything that they've sent after us. So, you know, I feel like I might be able to handle that. Just setting up my my Irbies with the AC-10s, so I've got a nice little firing line to try to draw him into. Of that. Going. Like he's being all tactical and stuff. Right, can I get 2 evasion? I can get 2 evasion. Let's do that. Ooh, you see, those odds are looking pretty good. I'm actually going to hit him. Well, I had to say it, didn't I? So we whiffed with 1 laser and the AC-5. But we did hit with 1 solitary medium laser out of that volley. Get this Commando involved. That does serious damage. If it can hit. I'm gonna get too close to him, do I really? Gotta keep that evasion up as well. Maybe I'll just go out of cover and just rely on the evasion there. No, I know I'm sitting on resolve, but I'm thinking I want to save it for when the Irbies actually get to fire. Might use a little bit of it this round on the Clint. But if I can improve the chance to hit with those AC-10s on the Irbies, that will be a worthwhile use of my resolve, I feel. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Shuffle to there. What can I get that up to? A 76%. It's pretty good. Let's try for the leg. You think there's no game sound? Yes, you're right. There is no game sound because my settings are still, as usual, set from the previous day. Thank you for pointing that out, Catch. That could have gone on for quite a while if I hadn't read your comment. Cheers, dude. All right. I think we'll go for a jump with this one.
All right.
That still allows us to shoot. And again, we'll go for the leg. Neither of those shots hit the leg, but at least they did hit the target, which is about as much as you can hope for at this stage of the game with crappy pilots. Okay, we hit with the AC-5 this time. That's good. Feels like progress was made. Hey Redburn, how you doing? Let's move to there, I think. We're just kiting him back towards these Urbies. I know they've already got line of sight, but I want to have them keep line of sight to the target.
Commando?
Okay, can't really afford to use resolve this round, so we'll just
Roger that.
fire wildly. Still managed to score a hit with that. Not sure the second one will be quite so lucky. Not when it's only oh, this is a 61%. I guess Flapjacks has got slightly better gunnery.
Firing.
Oh, that was a miss anyway. Oh well.
Target missed.
I don't want to get too close to this guy. Yeah, a jump it is. I know that means my medium lasers are going to be out of range, but never mind. We're hurting him.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
DT's down to 29.
Yes, Commander. I.
No, no Herbie.
Receiving you.
Now that looked like it hit a leg. Have a check. Yeah, looked like we got that right leg there.
They will be done. Acknowledged. Punching all the buttons.
I do feel like this Commando is my best chance of killing it. I wouldn't mind one of those in my lance at this stage of the game. Gets me 3 evasion if I go here. I know I'm shooting into this empty side, but
All weapons committed.
in an ideal world it'd be nice if I could just snipe the legs off and get a decent amount of salvage out of this mech, but probably not going to happen.
I'm receiving you.
I don't want to get too close because that thing packs a hefty melee attack. Right, we are going to use some resolve here and try for that leg.
Roger that.
Didn't look too terrible. Yeah, those legs are getting worn down.
Ready for orders.
We get a side angle shot out of this Herbie. I think, although that's going to drop me below 50% resolve for the shot with the other Herbie, I think it's just worth doing just to get the precision strike on the leg here. So I'm going to take this.
Attacking from position.
There we go. Okay, looking
Standing
good.
by.
Right, now if I jump with this Herbie, yeah, I can get into the side arc there. You know what? I'm going to use all the resolve. I'm going to do it.
Acknowledged.
If that gets the leg off, it'll have been worth it. So what's it on? 14 hit points. So hopefully the Commando will be able to finish that. Oh, hang on. No, Doyle's not had his go yet, has he? So perhaps the Clint can do the job. Won't be able to do a precision strike or anything like that, but I'll just fire wildly at this angle. Yeah, there we go. We got that left leg. Fantastic.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Oh, hey Black Cat, how you doing? Happy New Year. Good to see you. He says, I have an ear infection, so I hear no sound of any kind. Oh dear. Garrison's had an ear infection as well. Have you guys been hanging out over Christmas? Trading ear infections? Right. Need to get around to that other leg. Perhaps I will just reserve. Let's see what the enemy does. It does, of course, mean we're going to have to reserve to the final phase. Oh, hang on. Is that it? Is the enemy... Oh, the enemy's already gone. Okay, so not done anything that I wanted. Right, I can use my jump jets. Look how far this Clint can jump. That's pretty amazing. I'm going to use those jump jets to get around the other side of the target here because we want to work on that remaining leg now. Yeah, of course the Griffin must have gone. It's standing up, isn't it?
All weapons.
I was reading chat, so I didn't really see what happened there. Hello, Santa Claus. Good to see you.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Commander?
We're just going to sprint with this Commando this time because I don't want to put any shots into this target that aren't going into that right leg, you see, at this
Receiving
point.
you. On it.
Waiting for orders. Up high.
I live
Okay,
to serve.
now we can go nuts with this guy.
On my way.
But just about enough resolve for a precision strike.
I have it.
How did that do? Not great. Not great, but he's down to 10 armor on that leg now.
I'm receiving you. Acknowledged.
Standing by. Here we go.
Alright, I'll take the cover over the resolver, over the evasion, I think, in this case. We're getting there, bit by bit.
I'm ready. I'm walking here. I think I hit something good.
There we go, he's panicked, he's punched out. Mission complete.
Mission successful.
So, we're going to take 2 parts of a Griffin 1N, which will come in handy if we can get the other 2 parts. Nice to pick those up this early. So, you may notice it's 4 parts required per mech construction for this run. So, we have half of a Griffin, and we got a 3rd part out of that. Nice. So, now I just need 1 more piece to complete a Griffin 1N. Tell you what, I'd be very, very happy if I stumble across a piece of that in a store and can afford to pick it up. Time to dice that potato up, says Samurai. I'll be happy to have a potato at this stage of the game. Okay. So, the other plus there is I've only fatigued one pilot from doing that mission, which is great. Nothing needed any repairs, so let's crack on to the next. So, looks like the B team is another training mission here, half a skull. Where is it? Yeah, it says assist in their training. We've got a base capture mission, Martian environment. But again, this is going to be worth doing because I believe I only need to commit one of my mechs, so we'll do that. Very low payout for this one, though. Probably a pretty easy mission. Fighting against the Federated Suns or the Taurian Concordat here. Yep, so what we got this time? A Commando 2D, a Panther 9R, an Irby. All looking pretty good. We're not going to take Doyle this time. I think we'll take Sarge out. And I'm going to stay with the Clint, I think. Clint did well enough in that last mission. Yeah, Zach is saying the Griffin's still better than the Clint. In terms of firepower, I think I actually prefer 2 medium lasers and an AC5 that the Clint is packing, firepower-wise. But for like armor and melee, the Griffin definitely. And if I did have that Griffin, I can chuck that in, you know, send that up to the front line and have it start punching things, even if its actual firepower is not that high. Its melee damage is pretty devastating at this stage of the game if I'm just smashing lights, you know. So it's worth it. Hey, Robo Tower, thank you very much for the resub. Really appreciate it. 5 months, wow. Thank you. Okay, so not going to be much cover this time around. The base is all the way over there. Guess we'll go route 1. Start with.
Affirmative. Rolling.
We're a little bit faster this time in that we've only got 1 Irby as opposed to 2. I'm liking that we've got a Panther. Gives us a nice bit of long-range ability between the Clint, the Panther, and the Irby. And then a Commando 2D is always welcome. It's a fantastic mech for its tonnage. That SRM6 and SRM4. All about those. Right, which angle do I want? I don't see any dust clouds. Oh, there's one all the way over there. That's no use to anybody, is it? Okay, continue with route 1 for now.
Roger that. I'm your spaniel.
Oh no. Somebody's got the I'm your spaniel voice. Right, I think I'm just gonna shuffle up. There we go, rather than go for a sprint. See what we've revealed. Nothing. Okay, brilliant.
Moving to position.
These guys at the back definitely need to sprint.
Move order received.
Alright, we'll just sprint to Clint in then. I was expecting turrets. And it looks like there aren't going to be any turrets here. So I guess we capture the base, trigger the event, and then we fight some stuff. Now there's a dust cloud over there, so I'm thinking I'm going to head over for that.
I'm going.
Location confirmed.
And let's trigger the event. Whatever it may be. And the Commando into this dust cloud now, I think.
On my way. Acknowledged.
All right.
Pacify the area around the base. If I remember rightly, I think some stuff comes from behind this ridge line, or like over here. That's why I want to use this dust cloud.
Consider it done.
And take advantage of the long-range weaponry that I've got.
Hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Okay, heading our way. Don't see them yet,
Move
though.
order received.
That's fine, because we're not quite ready. The Irby is playing catch-up as usual.
Hello, new contact.
Right, here we go.
Waiting for orders.
Let's send the Commando spotting. I think we'll go there. 3 evasion.
Mission confirmed.
And see what we're up against. So we got a Locust 3V and a Valkyrie. Valkyrie's got a lot of evasion. In fact, both of them have got a lot of evasion at the moment, so I'm not going to shoot at them. Brace up. Going to reserve. Okay.
Losing armor.
At least this time I don't have to keep all of these rookies alive. I have to keep this one alive. Yeah, so now the Valkyrie's acted, it's got no evasion.
I'm receiving
And we
you.
can start getting stuck in. Irby still needs to sprint and get into position. He's not ready for shooting yet. Or she. It's not a hope in hell that we're going to hit that Locust. You see how far it moved? That's going to have all the evasion.
They will be done.
Okay, the Panther on the other hand. Oh, that's only 41. One move forwards. Goes up to 66. Yeah, we'll raise that chance to hit then.
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
Yeah, that was worth it. We got a hit. 50 damage.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, Sergeant McClint. I think, yeah, screw the cover. Firepower of these two mechs is not very high. I don't feel like I'm going to need cover to mitigate the damage they're going to put out. So we'll move out and closer in favour of getting better chances to hit, basically. This stage of the game, gunnery skill is low, and any way of improving your hit chances is generally worth taking, I feel. Right, the Commando might have to pull out. I just noticed,
Structure damage.
looks like internals got hit there. Yeah, so that left torso is open now. What have we got there? Medium laser and SRM ammo. And let's bear in mind, this isn't our stuff,
Receiving you.
apart from the Clint, so I don't have to worry about fixing it up. So if that gets blown off, it's not the end of the world for me, is it? So I'm going to keep
Coordinates received.
him in the fight for now, because basically he's got very good damage, this mech. We will gamble that that side torso doesn't get blown off with the next volley of fire. I'm pretty sure it won't. Syndrin says, I'm spoiled when it comes to melee mechs. Got my hands on a Hatchet Man, put an Arm Mod ++ and a melee hit gyro on it. An absolute beast. Can't do melee on other mechs now without feeling just disappointed. Yeah, I bet.
Waiting for orders.
That's pretty brutal. That's quite a lucky find
I'm receiving you.
early on in the game. Right.
I'm
Let's
here.
see.
Copy that, Commander.
37% chance to hit. I'm not going to do it. I've got 10 rounds with that Irby.
For orders.
It's just not worth it. Not when your ammo is so low.
On my way.
May as well save it for shots that you're going to hit with.
And here it comes.
Robo Tower says, how has everyone been? A bit for me. Been playing a ton of Total Warhammer 1 and 2. Ah, both very awesome games, Robo Tower. Hope you've been having fun with that. What races have you been playing?
On the move. Giving them everything I've got.
You're seeing a doctor tomorrow that's called Dr. Love, are you, Catch? Sounds like you're in for an interesting time.
Commander?
And what does Dr. Love specialise in? Or should I not be asking?
10-4. Attack failed.
I'm hit. My internals are taking a beating. I live to serve.
What do I want to do? I think I want to punch a locust, you know? So we're going to send Stubble here to go slap that locust. Hey, there we go. 50 damage done to it. Screw your evasion, locust. How much melee damage does a Clint do? 50, it seems. Okay.
Ready.
Let's do that.
Heading out. Targeting Alpha Strap. Ready for orders.
Now, punch the Valkyrie or punch the Locust. Might be worth punching the Locust while he's nearby. Send Sarge. It's only a 66% chance to hit though. Melee hit chances are a bit lower than you might be used to from vanilla in this mod. They have been lowered, but still doable. And Sarge pulled off his 66% chance there, and has now legged the Locust, if I saw correctly. So he's going to be a lot easier to take out now. He can't run away and get loads of evasion. Yep, he's going to have a hard time running away from us with no right leg. Right, where's my Herbie gone? We need a finisher here. Get the Herbie in to do the job.
All right.
That AC-10 round missed. It looked like it would have gone straight through the Clint. I know you can like have stray shots hit enemy mechs, and enemy mechs can have stray shots hit your mechs, but I still sometimes feel like the friendly fire stray shot should be in there. Like, you know, if that was there, there's no way I'd have positioned this Herbie here to fire at this Locust, because I'd have been worried about hitting Sarge. But because I know it can't happen, you just you don't even think about it. But I just like the idea that, you know, that would be an extra layer of strategy in your mech positionings that you'd have to think about. Like, if I miss this shot, am I going to hit a friendly? I feel like it should be in there. And considering the other things that have been put in to make the game more difficult, that you know, people like the game being more difficult, I don't see why that can't be one of them, personally. It's just a little thing that would be nice to have to think about, I feel. And again, same with this angle shot. I wouldn't have done that either, because I might have hit the Panther with stray shots.
I await your command.
I'm just picking on this Herbie at the moment. Locust, I mean. Just because he's down. Surrounded. There we go. He's out of the equation now. The Valkyrie, we've already done quite a bit of damage to, so not going to take us too much work to finish him off either. But right now, he's got a buttload of evasion. So it was worth just investing in finishing off that Locust. I'm just going to sprint Sarge nearer to him. I don't think it's worth trying to shoot this guy while he's got all that evasion. Not with the gunnery skills we've got. If we can bait him in. Great shooting there. Sarge managed to dodge everything that Valkyrie threw at him. Mostly to do with the fact he was trying to fire an LRM-10 at point-blank range, really. I don't think that's a wise choice. But now he's only got one pip of evasion. So we're going to have a much better chance of hitting him than we had last round. So time to plough the damage in. Shall we go for a precision strike? Let's do it. Let's do it. Go for Centus also, I think. Oh, we managed to hit the left leg with the PPC by the looks of things, so that's gone now. And he's very vulnerable. Indrin says, we all want to punch a Locust. Damn insects, annoying as fudge. You probably have a hard job trying to punch a Locust, though. Like a real life Locust. Alright, we'll go CT because then we might accidentally hit that leg.
Acknowledged.
Waiting for orders.
Did not happen.
Roger that.
All right, come on, Commando.
Firing.
There we go. Mission accomplished.
Tango down.
Yeah, it's a new start, Mr. Moon. New start. Capellan background, but I'm not going to ally with any one faction over another. Just going to potter our way around.
Mission successful.
But yeah, just a new start. There's a new version of Commander's Edition out on Nexus Mods. So what are we on again? 1.8.1.3, I think, which is what I've got installed, and that has apparently fixed the Galaxy at War issues. Everything else was pretty much fine anyhow. It's just a few issues that existed with that have been sorted out. I'm going to take the medium laser and the Valkyrie part here, because medium lasers are incredibly useful early on. And the location I'm at doesn't have any in the shop, so I'll take any I can get there. And the other thing for any people that are just joining us, there are some optional files you can also download on the Nexus Mods page that were requested by Biggs and Jam. So that's his Twitch channel if you want to check him out. He's a much bigger streamer than any that have streamed this mod so far. He's by far the biggest. So check him out, see what he's doing. But he asked Harry to make some extra tweaks to the difficulty of the game to make it even harder. So if you want to have an even more difficult time, download those optional files as well and install those and experience that. I will be doing that at some point in the future myself because I want to see what it's like. But at the moment, I'm just running the latest update version of the standard Commander's Edition mod. I felt, I should probably show that first before trying extra difficult things, because I didn't want to confuse people that's now the norm. I was worried people might have kittens about what the changes are to Bulwark, if they thought that was just going in as standard. But it's an optional thing in the Biggs and Jam version. Right. What now? What's this? What's this? An assassination mission. Let's up the salvage. Yeah, so we'll take maximum salvage for this, I think. Payout is incredibly low. Okay, let's get pilots in. God, we have some terrible gunnery skills here. Absolutely terrible. Let's get right into the fire starter. Put Gecko in the Irby. Well, they're both equally bad at shooting. Let's switch this around, actually. Let's put Rylan in the Irby, because he's at least got Gunnery 3. He might hit something with the AC-10 now and then. And we'll put Gecko in the Stinger, I guess. I don't like putting subscriber pilots in 20-ton mechs. It makes me nervous. I prefer to put Doyle in them because then if they get blown up, nothing of significance is lost. But Doyle's fatigued right now, so we're going to risk it. And Gecko hasn't arrived yet, has he? Oh, well, he'll find out when he gets here that I've risked his life yet again. I'm sure it will make him happy.
refits initiated.
Okay, y'all. Stay frosty.
Damn it, I was muted, wasn't I? I was saying, if you're wondering why I've got little numbers next to my pilot names now, it's because it makes it easier to sort them in the list in your barracks. The pilots that you want in the same lance together will appear next to each other because they'll all have the same number before their name. So that's all that's about.
Coordinates received.
Roger. Coordinates received. Certainly.
Okay, what are you? And we're fighting the Irano Restoration now.
Standing by.
Let's find out what this is.
Rolling.
Locust 3M. Ooh. Ouch. Jesus, that's nasty. 4 small lasers and a medium laser. Crikey. So, just for those that aren't aware, we are in 3057. So, you know, we're going to see some weird and wonderful future things. And this looks like one of them. That's kind of scary. So Harry says that looks like a salvage mech. It certainly does. I mean, that's a 20-tonner I could make use of for sure. Although at this stage, Harry, salvage is very difficult to achieve. I'm just going to shoot it. My gunnery skills, my resolve building are not the greatest. It was only the 3rd mission of this campaign.
How might I help?
But if we get lucky and we get a few pieces of that, I'll be very happy.
Yes, Commander.
And the other thing is I'm going to want to shoot this fairly quickly, because if I don't, it's going to wreck me. Like, that damage there is going to absolutely ruin everything I've got. There's another incentive to not mess about with it too much and just get it killed, I feel. And what's the other one? Just a Wasp 1A. Okay, that's not too scary at all.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Well, the odds going to be there. 36. Not worth it. We'll just sprint. Oh, he says, I meant Irano must have salvaged it. Okay, what? Is it a Marek mech ordinarily? I'm guessing that because of the M designation. I don't know who would normally have that. Harry says it's probably got Endo and Ferro. Yeah, to fit all of that in. Could well have. I don't know. Yeah, well, at least Endo. But yeah, you're right, it might have both.
Waiting for orders.
How the hell are we going to hit this thing? Or that evasion? I think we're going to send Catch. I'm going to jump because I want to get him close. I'm going to send Catch to try to punch it. Because we're probably not going to hit it with that much evasion, are we? Could have a crack, I suppose. Fire a single medium laser, remove a little bit of evasion.
That's a miss.
Commander?
Is that on UK streamer bingo? If they say crikey. What else is on there? Okay. Going for a nice jump around the side of this guy. Do you know what? I'm going to precision strike this. See if we're lucky. And go for that leg. Ooh, well,
Critical hit, Commander.
we destroyed the entire right side of the mech. I was going for just the leg, but, you know, I'll take that, I suppose.
Okay, that was really bad.
All right, Gecko. Oh no, don't lose the right arm, Gecko, no. I've only got one medium laser in storage. So if this goes, that's it. You're in a locust next time around.
Of course.
Go for that leg. Catch says no, but it's on the unofficial list of things Gecko says when he's pretending to be English. But I've never actually heard you say it.
What can I do for you?
Core blimey, governor. We'll go for that leg again.
Commander.
Nope, just a complete whiff. Never mind. So Harry says yes, it's a Marek mech. Okay. Looks like a pretty damn good mech for a 20-tonner.
Receiving you. Roger that.
Desperately trying to take that leg out. It's not happening though, is it? Oh, he's ejected! Yes! Okay. I mean, we'll maybe be able to salvage 2 pieces from that.
Damage minimal.
So Sarge says the 3M has endosteel ferro and an AMS system as well. Ah. Didn't notice that because we don't have any missiles to throw at it. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Sarge, for that information. Yeah, definitely wouldn't mind that. I mean, if I've got to use 20-tonners, I may as well have a good 20-tonner like that.
Moving to position.
Although I don't know what the odds of finding a second one would be. Because we're going to need more than just the 2 parts
Waiting
that we're
for
potentially
order.
getting from this mission. Oh, let's just melee attack. Nice, left leg destroyed. The entire left side
That
gone.
is something good.
And down he goes. Yeah, the 5-star is such a useful mech to have
Yes, Commander.
when you start a career. Yeah, I think we'll go melee with the Stinger as well. Nice! Gecko taking no prisoners, just stamping that CT out.
Mech destroyed.
Samurai says you need to add those to your eject quotes, Doyle. Need to see core blimey governor as they soar into the air in their ejection pod. That would be good. I don't actually know where those where that is in the file structure to change those.
On my
If I
way.
did know, I would probably have a play with them. Yeah.
Time to fly.
If anyone can link me the file path
Location acknowledged.
as to where to find them, I might do that in future. Right, where's this outlaw? Somewhere over here. Okay, we are heading in the right direction. That's good.
Moving out.
Coordinates received.
I've just noticed one of my pilots has still got a female voice. I don't know who it is.
Reporting.
It's not Gecko.
As you wish.
Standing by.
Ah, there we go. Sorry, Black Cat. I'll get that fixed. Apparently, this version of Black Cat is prepubescent Black Cat. Sounding a little bit squeaky there.
What can I do for you?
I must have forgotten to do that when I was editing the characters. Oops. Samurai says it's mods panic system phrases text file. Okay,
Good to go.
thank you.
Affirmative.
You just copy paste that somewhere because I'll probably forget by the time I finish streaming. Where am I going to shove it? Darth Cole 63. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Right. I'm just trying to find somewhere I can copy paste that to. There we go. That should do. Save. Right. I might have a play with some of those. Thank you for that, Samurai. I've been wondering where it is for a while, but not wondering enough to actually go and search for it.
Waiting on you, Commander.
But yeah, now I know I can go straight to it. That's a lot less of a headache.
Waiting for orders.
All right, what do we got over here? Could be risky.
Lifting off.
Ah, they've got a Clint. We've got a Clint. That's the same Clint we've got.
Primary target damage, Commander.
Yes, Commander. Here we go. Target acquired and locked in.
Catch says, why would somebody spend so much money making a good locust when they could just manufacture literally anything else? It's a good question, Catch. It is a good question. Ruvian says, maybe the other option is a cicada and the factory owner isn't totally inept. That is definitely a good answer.
Target confirmed.
Oh, nice. Hey, Joe, how you doing? Good to see you. Asaj says, congrats on the surgery, Black Cat. Oh, dear.
Commander,
Poor Black Cat.
standing by.
little bit squeaky.
Waiting for orders.
I need to try to take a leg off,
I'm
don't I?
there.
Otherwise, this guy's just going to run away.
Awaiting orders. Lifting off. I understand. I hear ya. On my way. Roger that. Fire
Oh, I didn't expect we would score that hit there. That was like a 46%er or something. Actually managed to hit the target. Rip off that right torso. So this guy stands 2 medium lasers. The biggest hitting weapon he had, that AC5, is now gone.
Move order received.
Oh, we're probably going to have a hard time hitting him now he's got that evasion. Oh, I take it back. The AC5 hit. Doing good damage. Almost got that leg off, haven't we?
Commander,
Keep working on it.
rolling.
Time for a precision strike, I feel.
Set forth.
Left leg destroyed. Excellent. He's not escaping.
Critical hit.
This assassination target should be in the bag. Mr. Moon says, actually, has anyone tried a cicada with a coil gun?
What can I do for you?
I imagine it's, you know, the best thing you can do with a cicada.
I read you, Commander.
But I haven't
Moving out.
actually given that a go yet.
Tell me what to shoot. Bang! You're
Mission successful.
Hey Gecko, how you doing? Good to see you, and thank you for the bits. And please pay no attention to the fact that you're piloting a Stinger right now. You didn't die, so you know it's all good. Right, what am I going to take? Yeah, I kind of... I mean, I feel like I should take the Clint parts because it's a bigger and probably better mech. But this Locust 3M, we've not seen before today. And it's filled with, yeah, endo steel and ferrofibrous goodness. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of that. Yeah, Gecko survived. Yes, I do, Black Cat. Yes. Yeah, that was one of the things that I had to get used to, you know, when my PC was upgraded, is the faster load times on this game that it resulted in. It just gave me a lot less time for reading chat. I was used to having quite a while to, you know, have a conversation in between things while it all loaded. But not anymore. It's pretty quick, but it's great. It's really great. Right, what was I doing? There was something in my head. Yes, that was it. We need to fix Black Cat's voice, don't we?
Commander, I'm here. Standing by.
I'm so sorry, Black Cat. I'm so sorry. It was not a deliberate oversight.
orders. Orders. I'm here.
There we go.
Aye, aye.
That's better. That's super manly.
Good to go.
We've gone from one extreme to another. Okay. Feel like I should wind time on a little bit because everybody's fatigued. Or do I just want to travel instead? Do I want to hang around and do more? The battle could be worth doing. A couple of 1 skulls I could try. Not sure about this 1.5. I think that might be biting off a little bit more than we can chew. I don't know. I'll see how we feel after doing the others. Right, let's wind time on a bit. Let's get that fatigue gone. So we've got usable pilots again. Stop. Right. Contracts. Contracts still the same? Yeah, looks like it. I don't want to do the base defense. I don't like base defense, so I'm just going to ignore it. But I'm going to do this battle. Let's up the salvage a little there as well. And this time we will bring Sarge as well. Sarge and the Clint. Oh. Right. Whoever's got the lowest gunnery is ending up in the Stinger. Sorry, Black Cat. You got the short straw there, buddy. Everybody else has got gunnery 3 except for you in this lance. So away we go. Oh, so Gecko, there's a new version. So we're on 1.8.1.3 now. And yeah, that highlighting, I think that was in the patch before this current one as well. So you might be 2 patches behind on your version, Gecko. But yeah, it's Galaxy at War stuff. And you might have noticed there's the little text readout on the missions as well. I'll point this out actually. Next time I select a mission, I should mention that. It's only a minor thing, but it just tells you the faction rep gain or loss that is occurring in the Galaxy at War stuff when you're choosing to take missions. I'll point it out after this though. But yeah, that and the highlighting, I think that they came in the previous patch, so the one before this one, as far as I'm aware anyway.
Coordinates received. Location confirmed. Move order received. On my way.
Okay, looked like a Stinger. And that's a Locust. What? Oh, that's a fight you don't want to start, Locust.
Minimal damage.
You got some damage in.
Damage
Give him
is
that.
light.
And yeah, Stinger 3G. Over there. Right. Well, it's going to be melee all round here, I think. This Locust's got a fair amount of evasion. Oh, nice. Right torso clean off by catch.
What's the play? They've blown past my armor.
Yeah, I think the new version went up either last night or this morning or something, Gecko. All I know is when I got up today, I had a message from Harry saying there was a new version out. So I downloaded and installed that. The other thing is, because you've just arrived, sorry for those that are hearing this for the third time, but it is worth mentioning that there are some extra optional files on the Nexus mod page that Beegs and Jam, the Twitch streamer, asked Harry to put in as well. So there's some optional extra custom files that will make the game even harder and changes how Bulwark works and stuff like that. I'm not using those yet. I wanted to at least give you guys an episode of, you know, the latest normal version of Commander Edition. But in the future, I do want to try the Beegs and Jam version of it as well, because it's supposed to be super hard and really brutal. So that could be fun. Could also be a nightmare, but I want to try it and see.
Ooh, I may need some more time in the simulator.
So for those that are interested, check that out as well. And it's on the Nexus mods page. It's on the same page. If you read the posts tab, it'll tell you exactly what's gone into that, I think. If you want to download it, it's just the next like block down from the normal files. It's easy to see if you're on the Nexus mods page anyway.
Targeting for a physical attack.
But it will make the start of the game harder. It will make the end game much harder. It will affect the viability of using you know, super heavy mechs for every mission. It's going to cost you a lot to do that, so you're not going to be able to do that in every case. So it will kind of force you to take some lighter mechs in your lancers and things like that, which is quite interesting. Like I said, I've not played it myself yet, so I'm not endorsing it. I don't know how it plays out, what it's like, but I'm at least interested to try it.
Coordinates received. Got it.
What modules are on the drop ship? The only module. This is like we've started a new campaign, so I'm right at the very beginning of it. This is what, like, mission number 4. So no modules. Like it's just as the ship starts. The one that I'm upgrading is the refit one, you know, the one that makes it quicker to fit your mechs out. That, in my opinion, is still the first module you should always get. So I'm working on that one, but that's all I've got so far in this campaign. Gecko says, made a custom art logo for my girl's lance. She loves ladybugs. Found some cool arty and converted it and squished it. It looks badass, so easy to do too. Link us a picture of that if you want, Gecko. That'd be cool to see.
Commander.
Oh, if you're able to. I mean, you're probably at work right now, aren't you, though?
Move into position. Got it. Target's taking a critical hit.
Santa Claus did put in like almost 3 lines of question marks for his question, and Ruvian said, I'm pretty sure that at most 10 of those question marks were needed.
Yes, Commander.
It was an excessive amount of question marks. I do agree, Ruvian. Joe says, when you're done, can we look at your mech storage window? I noticed on my build that I had to edit the JSON file for salvage operations to get it to work. Only activate if I had a machine shop built with final clear Argo upgrade. Mech storage window.
I'm taking
Okay.
heavy hits, Commander.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that. You might have to remind me by the time I finish the mission, though.
Moving out. No sweat. Systems recycling for another shot. Ready.
Yeah, the variant mech assembly thing is so cool. Can't wait to get hold of that again. That's a few upgrades in. Takes a little while to get to.
Tango down.
Okay, so Ruben says salvage operations is on by default under simulation mode and needs to be built in the other 2. Okay. Gecko says, can't wait for you to get a mongoose. I love that little mech. Best light in my opinion. Raven 4X comes close. Yeah, the mongoose is pretty fun. Yeah. Isn't that the one that Harry worked on the model for as well? If I remember rightly. I think Harry worked on the model for that. So, you know, that makes it a little bit more special, right? Oh, he says, I'll have to link tomorrow, but yes, I shall. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, yeah, we'd love to see that, Gecko. I guess we're going to be punching this locust then. Or kicking it. Or just missing it. We can have a miss. Fine.
Yeah, I missed.
Oh, no worries. Thanks, Gecko. Oh, you found Harry. You've hired Harry in your game, have you, Gecko? Excellent.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, Harry says he worked on the skins for the mongoose.
I hear ya. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
26%. No, thank you. No.
Affirmative.
Not wasting an AC-10 round on a 26% chance to hit. Oh god, will somebody just hit this damn locust? Everybody whiffing their melee attacks. Statesian. Oh god, he's fine, isn't he?
What do you need?
Like, almost nothing's happened to him. Come on, Black Cat, you've got this, buddy. Show the rest how it's done. There we go. He's connected his melee swing. Yep. Rely on Black Cat. Seems to be the order of the day. Well, also, always rely on the Sarge. So we're going to go for a melee attack with Sarge.
Targeting for physical attack.
No, Sarge! No! You're letting us down!
Reporting.
Everyone saw it. What's going on?
I'm being flanked.
Ooh, he's getting shot in the butt as well. It's not friendly.
Oh, crap. They're hitting my innards.
I feel like I've got the wrong voice for Sarge. I don't remember that being Sarge's voice. Sarge, you're gonna have to remind me which voice I normally use for you, because that sounded wrong for Sarge
Time to get
in my head. Maybe that's what the problem is. He needs the right voice, and then he'll play better. Yeah, I thought it was 20. I thought it was 20. I'll have to check. Maybe I gave you the wrong one by accident.
What can I do for you? Got it. All weapons are go. Receiving you. Coordinates received. Huh.
Yeah, so Gecko was asking how Harry how he's doing. God, can't get my words out today. Harry says not bad. Glad the mod is finally getting close to 1.6 levels of stability. Yeah, I mean, it was just the Galaxy at War stuff, really, wasn't it? That needed to be
Waiting for order.
fine-tuned and made a bit more stable, but it seems like that's been done now for this version, which is pretty cool. But Harry says he's also debating starting on my own game now, which I think would be great. I'm sure there's a few of us wouldn't mind trying a game made by Harry, since we know he can balance things well. Probably be good.
This should be good. Standing by. Locked on for physical attack.
I feel like everyone's making quite a meal out of this damn locust. Like, this feels like it's gone on 3 rounds beyond what it should have.
Standing by.
Get this locust killed. What the hell, guys? There we go. Black Cat again, showing them how it's done. Stomping that CT out. And hopefully that's the end of the mission now.
Enemy down.
Sarge is on KP duty. Oh, God. Don't let Sarge in the kitchen, even if he is just washing up. Yeah, exactly, Catch. Storage bay, yes. Let's have a look at that in a moment. We're going to have to do a few repairs this time around. I don't want these mech parts, you know, so I'm just going to take the medium lasers this time. Bound to need those. Got the mech parts anyway. Groden Greaseman says, is he looking for investors? Some of us invested in Star Citizen. Yeah, I too own a ship on Star Citizen. Just one, and it's not a big or expensive one, but yeah. Yeah, I'm sure kickstarting a game made by Harry is going to be more rewarding, or at least a quicker reward than kickstarting Star Citizen. How many years has it been now? Right, what am I doing? Harry says, yeah, my game title will be Solar Plebeian. Not sure he's serious there. Right, so we're looking at storage. Mech storage. I'm not 100% sure why, but there it is. Seems to be working as normal for me, as far as I can tell. So, I hope that that answers. Who was it? It was Joe wanted to see it. I hope that answers whatever question you had, Joe. Yeah, you have to unlock it on the ship upgrades. If you're talking about the thing that allows you to do the variant assembly, you have to unlock it under the repair and refit section. But we're not there yet. Right. Yeah, we'll just do the quick repairs here. So all of these mechs I'm using are still just stock loadouts. I haven't tweaked even the armor. Just as they come right now.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Go back to the contracts. So I said I was going to skip on hold the line. Ooh, hold on. This is a one skull B team mission. So again, that means only committing one mech. So we'll do that for sure. What's he giving us? Commando, Panther, Irby. Yeah, works out. All right, I'm not going to take Sarge for this. We'll take Doyle for this. No risk of him dying at all. Yeah, I'm sticking with the Clint. I have an internal debate going on about whether my best mech is actually the Firestarter or the Clint, but while the Firestarter is still stock, I feel like the Clint slightly trumps it. But as soon as I get to refit that Firestarter, it will be better than the Clint, in my opinion. Sarge says, Darius knocks on Doyle's door. Sir, the ship's cook has vanished. We'll have to have Sarge take over the cooking for now. Kind of another ship's cook. How many have we got through, Sarge? They seem to keep mysteriously disappearing so that you can take over the kitchen. I guess we'll just have to give up on hiring new ship's cooks and just leave Sarge in charge. I'm sure everyone will be fine with that, right? Catch says he's been meaning to lose a few pounds anyway. Harry says they disappear after they try out Sarge's new recipe. No, they disappear before Sarge's new recipe, Harry. I'm pretty sure they go into Sarge's new recipe. That's where they keep going.
Command interface initiated.
It's people. Right. Scout the base. Are we going to scout the base Steiner style and make sure it's all leveled or on fire? Oh god, they actually have turrets this time. Okay. Thanks, Darius. Great intel, buddy.
I'm walking here.
Ah, I forgot to check Sarge's voice. Somebody remind me to do that after this mission, please. Okay.
Receiving you.
Plan will be try to smash the turrets as quickly as
Copy
possible.
that.
What's this one? Shredder turret. Yeah, Shredder's more of a threat.
Copy that. Orders?
I'm here.
I'm your spaniel.
No, Stubble, you are not my spaniel.
On my way. Roger that. Turret destroyed.
I'm receiving you. Ten-4.
Nice. Didn't expect that to hit. But it did. Okay. Can Doyle finish the job? Excellent. Right, this is where we find out that the other two turrets are both AC2 turrets, and they're going to absolutely ruin us. No? Hey, brilliant.
Good to go.
Oh, that's a relief. Let's find out what this one is. Oh, it is a light sniper turret. No, oh. Okay, I guess they just didn't have line of sight, because this one is an AC2 turret. 4 AC2s. Oh, God, what's this one? Oh, no. That one's got 2 AC5s. This is one of the newer turrets. Light support turret. I mean, the 4 AC2s is pretty damn scary, but this one's also scary, and you may notice has a little bit more armor as well. But first things first, let's get this sniper turret destroyed.
Commander? Move order received. Copy that,
No.
Commander.
Horrible,
No
horrible
bomb on
whiff.
strike.
I'm ready.
And not just because Sarge is in the kitchen.
I'm receiving you. Got it, Commander.
Seemed a little bit excessive firing a whole PPC just to finish that turret off, but needed to be done.
Engaging target. No
Awful
damage
miss.
detected.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements. They're heading your way.
Oh, enemies are on the way. Where are they? Well, we don't know which direction they're coming from yet. Well,
Commander?
we need to finish this turret.
I copy.
Well, I say finish, we need to start on the turret. It's not even taken any damage yet, has it? So we'll just put all our efforts into that first. This dual AC5's pretty damn nasty. Okay, looks like the enemy reinforcements are in that direction. I wonder what that is. It's got LRMs.
Holding firm.
Could be a Valkyrie. Could be a Locust.
Standing by. I'm there. Aye.
Oh, God. The last one was 67% as well. I thought, well, you know, it's not going to miss twice in a row, is
Ready
it?
for orders.
It did.
Locked and loaded. Here it comes.
Nice. Almost gone. Just needs the finish. You got this right, Doyle. Right?
Engaging jump jets.
Oh my God, it's still got 74 internals. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, Doyle has not got this at all. Although, hopefully with that evasion,
Weapons
should be able to survive. Oh, if that other medium laser had have hit the target as well, we'd have done it. But yeah, as you heard, I didn't expect we'd do it anyhow. It's going to take a little bit more damage to finish it off. So that's a Locust. Evasion worked out for us there.
Standing by.
Okay, I guess we'll finish it with the Commando. 4 damage required. Well, that's for 0 heat. Turn the SRM6 off so we can preserve a little bit of ammo. I know the medium laser could do it, but there's a chance the medium laser might miss. It didn't, but it might have.
Turret destroyed.
I do just want to get that turret out of the way. But we saved a little bit of ammo by not firing the SRM6 as well. That would have been
Reporting minimal damage.
ridiculous levels of overkill.
Standing by.
Oh, we can actually get a line of sight there with the Panther. Not really sure it's worth it. If you look at the evasion on that Locust, it's going to be like a 15% chance to hit or something ridiculous. Oh, I wasn't far off. It was an 18% chance to hit. We'll do it anyway because we're not generating much heat in this environment.
Acknowledge.
But I'm not expecting the target to be hit here. No, we've removed a little bit of evasion though, so shot for the next pilot will be
Yes,
a
Commander.
little easier. I don't think there will be a next pilot this round anyhow. Is it pork though, Sarge? Is it really pork? I'm suspicious of this pork. I mean, the rest of it sounds good. Ruvian says, that's okay, I'll go stab myself with a rusty fork instead. When the delusions come on, I won't be hungry anymore. Sarge says it's man pork. Yeah.
All weapons committed.
Ah! I have a Hornet. So that's what we're shooting LRMs at us. Where are you, Hornet? There you are. It's so tiny. So small. The HNT 151. It's got an LRM5, a medium laser, and a small laser. And it's very tiny. Very tiny. Still using the Irby model, obviously. But it's so small. Look at it. Hard to see amongst the trees. Alright, I was working on this Locust. Not got very far with it.
Waiting for orders. Firing all weapons. I think I hit something good.
Oh dear. It looks like the Locust arm ate the PPC. It's a lot of damage just going to a tiny little poorly armoured Locust arm.
Waiting for orders.
Feels like a waste. Irby is still not caught up with the action, so just going to keep sprinting. I didn't think you could make anything kidney bean like out of a human body, Sarge, so I didn't ask about that. I mean, if you'd have just said straight up kidneys, then yeah, definitely would have been suspicious.
Position confirmed.
Did you just shape bits of kidney into little beans? Is that all you did?
Locking in all weapons.
That was a surprising number of hits considering the odds there. We were very lucky.
Engaging jump jets.
That's more like it. Yes, excellent. Well worth jumping into the rear arc of that Locust with the Clint.
Yes, Commander.
Let's precision strike this. Just to up our chance to hit.
Affirmative.
Why am I ignoring their Commando? They've got a Commando 2D. It's just dawned on me that I'm just focusing on... Well, I've killed the Locust now and the Hornet.
Armor's getting
And there's a
stripped off.
Commando 2D running around. Although, luckily this time he decided to go for a melee attack, which is nowhere near as scary as if he fires his weapons. But, yeah, I should probably deal with this. This thing's going to hurt us. Then again, if I do leave it till last, I can try for salvage parts, can't I? Yeah, I'm going to do that actually now, since I've started on the Hornet already. May as well. I mean, nobody's looking like they're close to dead yet, so we can afford to mess around a little bit, and getting a commando would be amazing. I know I'm sounding overly excited about a 25-ton mech, but really, it would be good.
Order acknowledged. Confirmed. Failed to connect.
See if Doyle can get another back shot.
All weapons committed.
Well, we shot the arms off. Not really what we were going for, but
Detected.
I think he's going to be a little bit short on weaponry after that. Honestly, what is that AI commando doing? Why? Somebody explain that decision to me. I mean, he's got no heat. Oh, I suppose it's because the commando had 3 pips of evasion. Maybe it didn't want to waste the SRMs, but that's mental. It should have just fired everything. The SRMs probably would have got some hits. Hairbrained, fix your code. That is not a smart AI decision there. Alright, what's this Hornet got left? Absolutely nothing. Okay.
I'm receiving you.
I feel like finishing it off, though, just to get it done and dusted.
Firing jump jet. Firing all weapons. Enemy down.
Liver and kidney pot pies for tomorrow.
Yes.
Suspicious, Sarge. Suspicious. Gecko says, I used to hate the early game, always wanted big bad mechs. Now I really enjoy the early game, playing Fast and Furious with lights. Yeah, it's a different experience, isn't it? That's one of the biggest things that I initially liked about this mod, is that it just, you know, the vanilla game just bypasses the whole light mech stage of the game, doesn't it? And this mod really makes you experience it in a big way. And I like that. I think that's good. And the way, you know, you play with light mechs is very different compared to big stumpy turrets, basically. You know, I use a lot more mobility with light mechs. I'm sure you notice. I spend a lot less time just making sure I'm always parked in cover as much as I can be. Although, saying this, there's loads of cover, so I am in it a lot. But I worry a lot less about it when I've got light mechs, because I know I can build up some evasion with most of them. And use that instead, which is cool. And then when you get to the bigger mechs, yes, there are fast options in every category, but you tend to not take those in favour of taking things that can pack more firepower in, don't you? Or at least I do. So you don't tend to play a fast game as much in the later stages. But with lights, that's pretty much your only option, really. You've got to play manoeuvrable and fast. Right, we're going for the legs here. Right leg gone, good. This is the mech I want to salvage the most from this mission.
Hell yes.
Santa Claus says, what? No pea and ham soup? What kind of pea is he putting in that soup, though? I mean, this is Sarge. You need to ask these questions. Wolfsheart, hello, and thank you very much for the resub. 6 months, wow. 6 months. You're a crazy man. Thank you so much for the support, Wolfsheart. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Christmas and New Year.
Standing by. Location confirmed. Copy that, Commander.
That's right, you finally have the gold symbol.
Commander?
That means you're super important now. That's how it works. Black Cat's got a question for the miniature gurus. He says, when you file or sand resin, do you use water? And if you use water, do you still wear a mask? Ah, that's Good question. I mean, I never did.
Roger that.
Like we used to use it for making terrain and stuff like that. You know, years ago when I worked for Games Workshop, we would use resin for certain things, like if we were doing like a river or a stream, things like that, for example. And several things with that. One, we never wore masks, so you know that's great. And yeah, we never used any water with it. Now, don't take those things as being that means it's the right way to do it, because I'm pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure health and safety was not a big concern at that point in time.
Mission
This was, of course, a long time ago now. Yeah, that's probably the case, Black Cat. Might explain why I have bad lungs now. Things like that built up over the years. I remember when we used to do it, like the whole store would be just filled with fumes. It was really bad. And I remember thinking at the time, I'm pretty sure this isn't good for us. Pretty sure this isn't right. This should be done in a well-ventilated area. We don't, like the entire store itself, there was no well-ventilated part of it. It was quite a small store in Colchester, in Essex. It's not a big one. Yeah, there's basically just the store. You've got a tiny little storage area out back, and then you've got the street out front. There was nowhere, you know, we could do it. You know, there was no like back garden or anything like that or work area outside where we could do that kind of stuff. So yeah, I remember it could give you quite the headache. Pretty sure it wasn't good for us. Right, so we've got 3 pieces of the Commando 2D. One more, and we've got a whole one of those. Excellent. What else did we get? We got the Hornet piece as well. Not really fussed about that. It's only a 20-tonner. Not even a particularly good 20-tonner, in my opinion. SRM4, SRM6, that's nice. An SRM ammo quantity 2. Oh, is that stacking now? That seems new to me. Okay, so is that loot magnet thingamajig? Is that what that does? I wonder. I've never actually bothered to look, so that might be what's doing that, stacking the ammo, so you don't have a huge list to scroll down. That's cool. That is loot magnet, says Gecko. I did wonder if that was what it did. Yeah. So Sarge says he does use water and he does wear a mask when he uses resin. Yeah. I mean, Sarge has lived quite a long time, guys, so should probably go with his advice. Okay, no repairs needed there. Good stuff. Let's get on with the next mission. So we've got a 1 score. Oh yeah, I was going to point this out, wasn't I? So you can see impact on pirate activity here, plus 17.6. Impact on system conflict, local government, plus 13.2. Taurian Concordat, minus 13.2. So you see this is a new thing. It's telling you what Galaxy at War effects are happening from the missions you're doing on the actual mission description itself, which is useful if you care about that and you want to know. I think that's a nice addition. And then these priority missions are highlighted now. That's the other thing. And you can see escalation bonuses, plus C-bills, plus salvage, plus XP. You get more stuff for doing those. These are plus C-bills and salvage. But this particular one... oh no, hold on, no, they're all the same. Yeah, plus XP as well. Yeah, they're all the same. You just get extra bonuses for doing those. And you can see the impact of doing these missions right there. So, yeah, it's just a little thing. And you see priority mission now has its own little symbol there, look. It says this mission is part of the overall story of the game, and completing it will advance the storyline and unlock additional gameplay. Which sounds cool, doesn't it? So, yeah, there's stuff to do right there that's new and interesting. Right, I'm going to go do this 1 score battle, I think. Against the local planetary government. Sounds fine. I'm going to up the salvage. Yeah, that much will do, I think. Okay, we're good to go. I haven't checked to see if anyone can level up with their experience yet. I probably should, but we are on the slow experience game, which is the default for this mod, for the basic version. So it's worth doing a few missions before you even bother to look, because you don't get huge piles of XP for completing missions. Yeah, there's been a new update today, Wolf's Heart, which is what I'm playing. Well, it was probably last night, technically, but it's new to me today. So it's 1.8.1.3, I believe we're on now, which fixes stability issues that were there with Galaxy at War. So should all be good again now. Harry says he's finally got it back to the good stability he had for version 1.6, which is great, because that was the most stable mod I've ever seen for this game. So yeah, should be all good. It's there on Nexus Mods, and also there's optional files that can be downloaded as well, that were things that were requested by Beegs and Jam, who's a big Twitch streamer that's recently started streaming this mod as well. He asked Harry for some specific certain tweaks and changes, which Harry has obliged, and those files have also been put out for the general public to download and give a try if they like as well. If you want more details on what those files do, just read the posts tab on the Nexus mod page. It does tell you there. The major thing is a big change to Bulwark, how that works, but that's not in the standard version of Commander's Edition. It's only if you download the optional files that Beegs and Jam asked for. But I will try those at some point in the future. But not today. Today we're just playing the standard release of this mod, just so people know what to expect with that initially.
You betcha.
Copy that. Check your scanners. We got company. Coordinates received.
Waiting for orders. Move order received.
Okay, let's see what we're up against. Oh crap! They have a fire starter. Oh no. Well, silver lining, if we manage to take it out, we can get to salvage some fire starter pieces, which is great. But the downside is that could be a pain for us. All those flamers can get irritating.
All right, let's
What do you need? Move order received. Lucky that one.
That's about right, Gecko.
What can I do for you?
We will try it though. From talking to Harry, it sounds like
Moving to
it's,
position.
you know, it's designed to be really brutal. This is not for children. These tweaks and changes. This is for big boys with big boy pants that don't cry when they lose. So yeah, I really do want to try it.
On the move.
Consider it done.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Gecko says, so none of us will ever play these optional files. Got you. Bad things just occurred, guys. Our AC5 was destroyed from the Clint. I don't have another AC5. It's probably going to be a long time until I have another AC5. But something over there has got a big, big gun. We need to find out what that is. The best way of going about it is to jump.
Engaging jump jet.
Use those jump jets. And what is it? Oh, you are kidding me. Yeah, I mean, I was hoping it was just an Irby. It's not an Irby. It's a goddamn Hunchback 4G. It's not a fully armoured one. Oh, that's another thing the Bees and Jam version changes. You won't get any of these, you know, partially armoured mechs. Or at least not any that would be down to this level. This is a 50% armoured shoddy mech. No. Things will be much better armoured right from the start. I'm not sure we should even stay here. This is... I mean, if it was just that Hunchy, but there's a Wolverine here as well. Then again, the Wolverine's got an AC5, and I have recently become short of an AC5. So maybe we could get one back by hanging in and completing this mission. But really, are we going to do this, or are people just going to straight up die? Because I don't think we're ready to deal with an AC20 Hunchback. Like, Jesus. I don't know. I'm going to try precision striking the rear of this this fire starter. Let's do that.
Targeting Alpha strap. Target's taking a critical hit.
Yeah, Kaita. Well, I mean, that is the only option, but even with that, one of my mechs is an Irby, which is super slow. Oh, there we go. Right torso gone. From the Clint. I mean, it's not the Clint's go yet. I'm going to have to wait. There's nothing I can do here. At least there was nothing vital in that. I've still got the 2 medium lasers, but that's a pilot injury that I could have done without.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, I mean, so I just want to point out why kiting is going to be rough. So we've got this Irby. Kiting is going to be rough with that because it's so slow. Once they get close to it, I'm not going to be able to get away. Stinger, just a single medium laser. So... you know, I can kind of kite, but just plinking away with 1 medium laser at a time per round with that mech is pathetic damage, and they will wear me down first. The Clint is now just down to 2 medium lasers, not a lot of firepower. And the Firestarter, 2 medium lasers. I mean, that's all I've got for range. I'm not counting the support weapons, because if you're kiting, you want to be really outside of the range of support weapons. So, you know, it's looking pretty hopeless to me. What can I do, though? So, I reckon what's going to happen is I'm going to end up withdrawing from this mission for the greater good of the survivability of my pilots and gear. But I'm not going to go just yet. Oh! The AC-20 whiffed. Now I've got a chance of getting in behind that.
Ready for orders.
That Hunchback. I'm working on the Firestarter first because it was just the easier target. I need to be jumping. That's for sure. This is not a smart place to be with a Stinger. Sorry, Black Cat, but I'm risking your life here.
Roger.
But I've got to take risks to get quick kills. And if I've got any hope of achieving this mission, I need quick kills.
Watch the flank.
Okay.
Orders. armor. It is.
No, that was not the rear armor. That was his leg.
That's a critical hit.
I've got to keep reminding myself, at least these guys don't have too much armor, but, you know.
Okay.
Nor do I when I've got a 20-ton mech. A 30-ton mech. A 35 and a 40. Right, well, I mean, that leg's taking some punishment. How's the fire starter doing? Can the Irby finish that fire starter with a well-placed AC-10 round to the butt? 46% chance is not good. Not good at all. What can I get it up to? No, not sprint. What can I get it up to if I move? 46? 46? Or 46. So, 46 it is then. We're going to try it though, because we need this.
Affirmative.
Wow, unsurprisingly, we whiffed.
Stand still while I'm attacking you.
What's this fire starter doing now? Going for Sarge. Sarge is on fire.
Systems hold.
Sarge is running out of evasion as well. That's very concerning. Ooh. Sarge could die here. If that AC-20 round hits the center torso, Sarge could straight up just die. Well, I'm gonna keep going for this this here hunchback.
Confirm.
My fire starter is a bit hot now, unfortunately. I can just about get away with this though.
Affirmative.
Now, how's he looking? Okay, rear CT is open, down to 53.
Orders.
Oh, damn it. I want those machine guns in. I'm feeling short on good options here. So,
Jumping.
jump in the water.
All weapons are go.
AC-20 ammo explosion. Left also gone. Okay, I think the AC-20 is out of ammo now. I think. It is.
Internal structure damage.
Just in the nick of time as well. There we go. So, yeah, we've taken out that left torso, and that's where the ammo's stored. Oh, okay. I mean, we're not out of danger yet, but that's quite a big deal, getting that out of the way.
Move order received. Putting one in the back.
Yeah, those were bad misses.
No luck.
We really needed to not miss there. Oh, Sarge, you are so lucky. You are so lucky. I knew I was putting you in a dangerous position with that Wolverine, but he's whiffed his melee attack rather than shooting at you. Yeah, that's good. Very good news for us right there. Okay, and speaking of things that can melee, we really need to deal with this hunchback because, yes, we've gotten rid of his scary AC-20, but he's still able to smash us to pieces with his melee attack very easily.
Roger.
So we do need to take him out.
Critical hit, Commander.
This is fine. Black Cat can handle that.
Internal damage. Orders. Targeting for an alpha strike.
Panic level critical. He's not left the field
What can I
though.
do for you?
Okay, Rylan. Have a look what his odds are. 46. 46. 46. Does anything change if we move? 46. 46. 47. Oh, hold on a minute. There's a 61 there. If we go for a little hop. Yeah, we're doing it. Yeah, let's precision strike the leg. Come on, Ryland. Yes! Oh, he's ejected. Excellent. Okay, should be a reasonable amount of salvage available out of that hunchback. Maybe 2 pieces. I'd be happy to take that. Right, Sarge, what are we going to do with you? I think a jump is in order. Get you over here and out of danger since you are the most damaged. Angle like that. No, that was the wrong side. Idiot, never mind. Oh, we can't fire. We're too hot. Okay, I guess we'll just brace then.
Okay, not good.
Right, time to get rid of this fire starter if we can. Not quite getting behind him. Right, I can if I go for jump. Yeah, let's do that. Come on, Black Cat. Left arm gone, so that's robbed him of a little more firepower, and he's panicked, and he's gone. Right, just the Wolverine remaining at this point.
Ready. Position confirmed.
Now, in an ideal world, it would be good to be able to take this guy out without destroying his AC5 arm, because we lost an AC5 off the Clint, and it would be nice to be able to salvage that back. So let's move Ryland for a rear shot here, see if we can just take out that rear CT if we're really, really lucky.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
No. Ryland, what that was is a rock, mate. That was a rock. We were aiming for the Wolverine, not the rock.
Ready for orders.
Alright, yeah, Sarge is getting out of here now, I think. It's time to go.
Jumping.
Standing by. I hear ya.
Okay, we're going for point blank, Ryland. You can't possibly miss this. We're going precision strike as well.
Firing.
Oh god, the AC-10 hit the rock again. Ryland, what are you doing to me, mate? What are you doing?
Commander.
Okay. Black Cat's gonna have to show him how it's done, isn't he? SRM6 crit.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Orders. Acknowledged. Copy.
SRM6 destroyed.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Now please don't punch anybody out of their cockpit. Oh, it's not his go quite yet. Okay, we've still got Sarge. Sarge doesn't seem to be losing heat because I keep jumping with him. But, you know, it is giving him survivability.
Fire and jump jet.
Oh, he's gone for Ryland in the Irby and he's whiffed with the AC5. Oh, we are definitely over the hump here, chat.
Good to go. Roger that. Got it.
Okay, that's fine. That was the left torso. The AC5's in the right arm. We just need to not blow up that right arm. He's down to 51 internals on his rear CT.
Waiting for orders.
And we've got lots and lots of lovely jump jets, which is allowing us to keep jumping into that rear arc and plinking away with our machine guns.
All weapons are go.
No! No! No, Black Cat! Why? Why? We were shooting him in the rear, and somehow the arm has been blown off. Okay, so I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with our Clint now, but there's going to be no AC5 option. I can tell you that much.
What can I do for you?
Right. Well, you know, now that ship's sailed, doesn't really matter where we shoot him from.
All weapons are go.
Buy an AC2, says Gecko. Yeah, in this location, there's only LRMs and a single SRM on sale. The shop is terrible. There's nothing I can buy here, really. We'll just have to cross our fingers that the next location we go to has something worth buying. Okay. Taking a risk with Sarge here. Putting him in the water, but I'm just going to fire a single medium laser because really all I'm shooting for here is to reduce the evasion a little bit for my other guys. And now he's down to just a single medium laser. Sarge, although he's only got 43 internals on his chord center torso, he's not going to get killed in one round by a single medium laser, is he? So
Standing by.
we're all good as far as I'm concerned.
Move into position.
No, I'm going to precision strike this. CT destroyed, Wolverine down. Well, we got through the mission at the cost of a single AC5. So, I mean, that's a good result in the end. And we lost that AC5 the first time the Hunchback fired. That was a bit of a shock. Solinaire says, what does the Commander's Edition do? Oh my god, that is about a 45-minute answer, Solinaire. I'm not even exaggerating. Like the very first episode where I talked about what's in this mod, yeah, I was talking for about 45 minutes straight, trying to remember all of the things that are in it. But I did do a promotional video where I tried to condense all that information into about 10 minutes of waffle. So if you go to the Nexus Mods page for this mod, there's a promotional video on there that I did, and you can watch that, and that will give you a brief rundown of what this mod entails. But the short version is, it's really awesome. It's very, very well balanced. It's incredibly stable, and in my opinion, it's the best mod available for BattleTech. So there's the endorsement. So check it out. It might be what you want. Okay, so we lost AC5 ammo, and a small jump jet from the Clint there. Everything else is fine, though. We're all good. Sarge took an injury, so he's out for 22 days. That's a shame. Now, for salvage, we don't already have any parts of any of these mechs, so to me it just makes sense to go for the Hunchback pieces, because that's going to be the most badass of all of our options. Yep. That's what I'm going to go with. And then we'll roll the dice on the rest. What do we get? We got a piece of Firestarter and a piece of Wolverine. We got the AC-20 as well. Not that we can use that on anything yet, but that'll come in handy in the future, I'm sure. And a medium laser, and a flamer, and a jump jet to replace the one we lost. Okay. Now, the question is, what the hell am I going to do with our Clint now we've lost the... Yes, it's also on my YouTube channel, Solinaire. You can find it there on my video section as well. Yeah, absolutely. It's easy to find. It's the one that's got like 13k views or something, which is a lot more than my videos normally get. I'm going to counter Infernal's comment and say he's wrong. He's just a negative Nancy. Try it for yourself. You'll see what you see what I mean. It's a lot of fun if you like a challenge, especially. Right, where are we going? We've got to fix things. All right, let's do the easy fixes first. Let's get that done, and that done, and now. What on earth am I going to do with this Clint? I guess by now I've got enough medium lasers to be able to fix that. Sorry, fix it up with them. So, yeah, that gets us 4 medium lasers. I need more heat efficiency, but I bet I don't have any heat sinks. Yep, no. I don't see any heat sink. Oh, no, hold on. We got one. All right, we'll throw a solitary heat sink in there. Yeah, there are no clan mechs in this mod at this point in time. So it just focuses on inner sphere stuff. It starts in 3025, and you do get the choice of where to play in the timeline in the current version. If you wind it forward by a day, and you can choose to start at latest 3057. That's actually where I'm at now, because I've played a lot of the game in the earlier parts of the timeline. So I'm currently in 3057. So you get, all the kind of inner sphere tech that's available at that point, plus, lost tech that comes in and stuff. But no clan mechs. There's no clan invasion happens in Commander's Edition mod at this point. Might be something they do in the future. I don't know. Depends on Harry's will to live. But at the moment, there is plenty going on with the mod to make it awesome without the clan stuff. If you do want clan tech, there are 2 other mod options for that. There's Rogue Tech and there's Advanced 30. What is it called? 3068 or something, is it? I forget. But yeah, both of those mods are connected anyway. They're worked on by some of the same people. Oh, Harry says only Rogue Tech does clans. Sorry, so Advanced doesn't do clans anyhow. Okay, so just Rogue Tech. But my personal opinion of Rogue Tech is that it's not very stable. They throw too much in, and in my opinion, it's not very well balanced. That is my opinion. If any Rogue Tech people are seeing this and disagreeing, you're entitled to disagree, but you can't take my opinion away from me. So yeah, I don't really rate Rogue Tech. This is a much better mod, in my opinion. Right, what are we going to do? I mean, it's only got 4 energy hard points, 1 ballistic. Oh, we've got a support slot. Have I got any support weapons? I do. I can stick a small laser in the center torso. Okay. This is it. Like this is the early game, guys, where you've not got very many options. Well, I can up the armor, can't I? That's something I should sort out. Max armor. There we go. Alright, let's strip the arms down a little bit since they're both empty now. I just want to get the legs up more. I don't like them being so low. Okay. Rip a little bit off the head. Kind of a risk, but... Oh, hang on. My rear armor is absolutely huge at the moment. But then again, with all these jump jets, I'm going to be jumping around and probably getting shot in the back. So perhaps it is better to leave the rear armor up super high. Just strip those arms a little. Yeah, let's do that. So, I mean, it's not as good as it was with the AC5. We don't have the range, but then again, 4 medium lasers is not too shabby at this stage of the game, and we've got that small laser in addition. Mech's going to run a bit on the hot side, though, but, only if we're jumping too much, and we can always melee in between to cool down a bit, can't we? Well, that's the best I can do with it, I think. Right, so we are going to be missing our biggest mech for 17 days at this point. So I do feel like maybe it's time to move on from this location. I was considering doing this 1.5 skull assassination if I was in good enough condition to do it, but it's not worth me waiting here for 17 days and then doing it. I may as well just travel somewhere at this point. So let's go to the star map. I don't even know where we are. Where are we? Ah! Right down in the southern tip of Capellan territory. Okay. So let's filter. What do I want to? Yeah, I'm going to filter for half skull locations still. I'm not feeling like until I've managed to refit all my mechs. I don't feel I'm ready for anything bigger than that. Because if you find half skull locations, there will be 1 skull and up to 1.5 skull missions, as you've just seen in the location I was in. So that range of mission difficulty is just fine for me at the moment, I think. Right, what have we got here? Murdal. Token population uninhabited. It's not going to have a good shop, is it? Have a look at this one instead. Non-Diz. No, same. Same. Oh, are all of these places... There's a Steiner headquarters in Merlin. Interesting. That'll be from the vanilla game, won't it? Trying to find somewhere that hasn't got a token population, but it looks like all of these have. Yeah. Every single one of these. So they're all going to have terrible shops. It doesn't matter where I go, really, does it? Okay. Oh, that's got a battlefield. Maybe there'll be some better stuff there. 19 days away. That's not too far. Oh, this has also got a battlefield and is even closer. Although I do need to at least wind 17 days on to get my Clint back. Okay, well, we can go here and then we can wind on 3 more days, can't we? It's not the end of the world. So we're going to go to Maldives.
By your command.
Oh, yeah, Harry said, yeah, I did read that in the notes, actually, Harry. Yeah, the navigation computer's back, so you can use F2 again. I'll just show you guys that. There was also Control and F, I think, was one of the commands that was mentioned as well. I need to get to the actual map first. Interesting. Right, okay, it's caught up now. Right. Hitting F2 is it's doing strange things. I don't know what it's doing. Maybe it's because I've already got a filter on up here from the PGR harebrained filters. Or is it because I'm traveling? Let's turn all the filters off. Right, then hit F2. There we go. Okay. It just looked a bit weird. Yeah, I've taken the filter off now. And then, yeah, that's showing the difficulty of locations by the size. So if you look, this tiny one should be that's a 1 skull location. This even smaller one should be a half skull. It is. This one that's a little bit bigger, that's a 1.5. This one a little bit bigger, that's a 2 skull. This really big one here, that's a 5 skull. So you can see it filters the difficulty of the planet visually. So you can see, you know, based on the size of the dot or the circle, how difficult a planet will be with that filter switched on. So that's the F2 key there that's doing that. Without it, you see they're all standard size and you can filter it with the harebrained options. But hitting F2 will give you a visual way of seeing it, which I quite like. I think it's kind of good, and it's a lot quicker actually to just hit F2 and use this filter than it is to use the harebrained one. So it's a pretty good addition. Right, I'm gonna crack on with the traveling though. Yeah, that does sound quite difficult, Infernal. But it depends what you want, really, doesn't it? I mean, some people want a really difficult experience. Yeah, I think the high value places are like it's part of the Galaxy at War thing, where you know there's like more at stake. I think you can get bigger rewards, and it affects the planet ownership more, something along those lines. Right, we still need 5 more days. Oh, we're not even arrived yet, have we? Right, temporary improvements. What's going on here? Oh, hang on. Ah, yeah, we've just finished an Argo upgrade. That's why it's stopped. Take that. Right, pause, because we have got enough money to get another ship upgrade. Right, we don't actually have many options at this point, do we? So I guess we'll go for the power system. Nice cheap upgrade. Only takes 10 days.
But we'll get it done.
Oh, so the Clint will be finished before we arrive at our destination because we got the engineering upgrade while we were traveling. So that works out nicely in the end. Don't need to wind time on after we arrive at all. Pretty cool.
Waypoint reached, Commander.
Let's visit the store. See if there's anything cool here. What? What? Okay. So in this location, there's an unlimited amount of machine guns. Well, when it comes to refitting my fire starter, I might have to buy some of these machine guns. But that's all. That's all we got here. I mean, obviously there's all these gyros. So that's obviously what this location specializes in. Is gyros and leg mods, arm mods. Pretty cool. But not much use to me, anyhow. I wanted weaponry, and all I can get is machine guns. Never mind. That's the nature of the game. Some of these locations are going to be more useful than others. Let's have a look in the hiring hall, because I do need 2 more pilots to complete my second lance. But I didn't want to take on people that had awful abilities. So this guy is military and a spacer, so that's good. So we're going to hire this guy.
New mech warriors available.
Sure shot, petty criminal, and criminal. What about rogue?
For orders.
Noble? No, I don't want nobles. Just in case.
Ready to go.
Alright, what's this guy? Merchant, discount to buying items at shops, and a spacer. Yeah, we're taking this guy. All of them had equally bad gunnery. They were all gunnery 2. That reminds me, I should check pilot XP for my other pilots as well. So we've got 2 more guys. I will have to consult my magic list of people to see who was next in line. Pilot names. How do we get to that now? Create a dashboard. They changed all the things. Stream summary. No, it's under analytics, isn't it? Channel analytics. There we go. Download subscriber list. Okay, so Chronic Toast and Furious Falcon were next in line. Okay, let's go to the barracks.
How's it going? Orders?
Okay, so now we've got an entire second lance that we can use, which is good. And Doyle is a spare, a loose end at the moment. But that's all of my berths maxed out for now. So I can't take on another Lance until I expand the crew quarters. How long's Sarge out for? Another 9 days without Sarge. Okay. All the mechs are fixed up and ready to go. So I guess we'll crack on and do a contract. What's this? Battle. I want to do something a little bit more difficult than the half skulls first. Because I could probably do the half skulls with less stuff. So let's try this 1 skull here. Trap Sprung, a battle in the Badlands. Gonna up the salvage. And oh, hold on. No, before I do that, I did forget pilot XP. Sure, we've got something that can be spent. So yeah, let's get better gunnery and a bit of guts for Black Cat.
Waiting for
Catch. No, we're just going to save with Catch.
Commander?
Rylan, save as well. You see, we've done a bunch of missions with these guys, and there's still not a spendable amount of XP, really. I mean, I want to get to Gunnery 4. That's going to come in handy, so I may as well save and get another 100 XP out of those guys. As for these guys, hold on. Falcon starts with XP, so let's get Guts. And then Gunnery 3 for him, I think.
Training confirmed, Commander.
What about Garrison? No. Gecko. No, not ready. Doyle. I mean, that does improve melee hit chance. Yeah, screw it. We'll get 4th point in piloting with Doyle. Okay, now I'm ready to do a contract. Trap Sprung. Right, I'm going to take the old boy's Lance out first, I think. So we are missing Sarge. But we'll take Doyle in place of Sarge and stick him in the 20-ton Death Trap Stinger. And the reason I want to take this Lance out for the 1 skull mission is obviously because they've got the slightly better gunnery than the second Lance. Well, I mean, Falcon's got gunnery 3, but the rest of them are already 2. So I'll give these guys their first outing on an easier mission than this. Because this is a 1 skull. With Sarge out of action, Black Cat gets upgraded to the Clint, the new refitted Clint. And Doyle will take the Stinger. We'll keep Catch and Rylan in the same mechs. So settings are default on this career at the moment. So it should be on slow pilot XP gain as opposed to very slow. So I just left things on default for the new version just to show you guys how it is. But I don't know if I'll keep this one going or start a new one with the Beagle settings, or just apply them to this one that I've got on the go. I don't know. I might do a new one with Beagle settings in the not too distant future. But that's something I want to do. I just wanted to give you guys a look at how it is, the basics of Commander's Edition with the latest patch first. But really, I do want to have a crack at the extra difficult settings that Beagle requested that Harry's put as additional files. So I might even do that for the very next session of this, because it's going to change things quite significantly. And as I said, the bulwark change is the biggest thing, and I'm intrigued. I want to see how it works out. I think in the early game it probably won't be much of a problem, but the later you get into it, when you start meeting the archers and the stalkers, I think that's when it's really going to hurt you. And I'm quite interested to see if I can get to that point of the game and find out, is this going to be ridiculously unplayable, or is it actually just the right amount of challenge? Obviously, I hope it's the latter.
This place isn't so bad, right? Copy that. Moving out.
Yeah, the training day missions are easy credits. That's right, Gecko. We've already done a couple of those in the first location. We got pretty lucky, actually, with how many of those we managed to get in the first location.
New sensor contact.
So I was trying to read Sarge's post. It says I need to get better nurses. They're ugly and they don't know about the special IV. You will not believe where they tried to take my temperature with a rectal thermometer. Alright, we'll get you some new nurses, Sarge. We're keeping Nurse Steve, though. Nurse Steve is a permanent part of the crew.
What's up, boss?
Okay, I'm going to go for a jump.
Firing jump jets.
Land in the water, which will mitigate the heat gain from the jump, and find out what this is. Oh my god. Okay, well, I mean, the plus side is it's very, very, very poorly armoured. Like it's ramshackle, so it's only got 25% of its normal armor. That's another thing that interests me about the extra optional files Harry's put in, is you won't encounter missions like this in the early stages. I think it said in the notes that at worst they'll be at 75% armor. I think because I only skimmed through it quickly. I'm sure Harry will correct me if I'm wrong about that, but I think the worst armor you will find enemies have is 75% in those extra files. And I like the idea of that because, you know, it does make things a little bit too easy sometimes when you're against these, you know, 25% armored things. You're like, oh my god, it's a Thunderbolt. This is horrendous. Oh, but it's only a 25% armor Thunderbolt, so 37 armor on its CT. You know, it's not really that scary when you assess that, is it? So that's another interesting thing about the Beagle files, as I'll call them, that I want to look at. What else was there? Oh yeah, vehicles. I thought that was a strange one, but vehicles won't take double damage from melee anymore. But yeah, I've no issue with the idea of that either. That'll just mean you can't just cheese your way through vehicles anymore by stomping on them. Come on, look, you see what... come on, like, you saw that, right? This is why I like the idea of that extra difficulty that Beagle requested. Because, you know, that won't happen. What's that? We've just nailed it with a single medium laser from a Stinger. Like, okay, well, that's the end of that then.
What can I do for you?
So, you know, there's no harm in extra challenge, in my opinion, when things like that can occur. Well, I mean, if you just play the normal version of this mod, Sir Thesaurus, then, you know, you've still got the standard difficulty settings. You can set it to how you like, so it doesn't have to be super hard. There are lots of these guys that do play it on easier settings because that's what they enjoy. So those options are still there, you know. It's just, you know, obviously some people prefer more of a challenge, particularly people that play many hours of their lives on this game. For example, you know, like streamers, they tend to want a little bit more of a challenge because otherwise it just gets a bit cakewalky, doesn't it? So yeah, it's nice that the option for that is there. Samurai says, wow, amazing tactical play there, Doyle. So well done. Wasn't it just, I mean, yeah, just that Thunderbolt could not cope with the tactical genius that occurred. That was pretty funny, though.
Engaging jump jets.
So after we've downed their Thunderbolt, they send a Locust next. Oh, the Thunderbolt bit didn't work. Let's send a Locust in. That'll do the job, right? Okay, sure. Gecko says, that's what happens when you have farmhands maintaining your ancestral battle mech. No armor. Yeah, that's about right.
Need something, Chief? Waiting on you, Commander.
Oh, it's totally not worth it. 24% chance to hit.
Got
No
it.
thanks.
Max
We'll
speed,
move.
no shooting.
Well, I don't think Harry's changed anything with the stock mechs. Like, stock mechs are stock mechs. So, yeah, even though a bunch of them have stupid armor levels in the... stupid ammo locations in the center torso, that's just BattleTech. That's how it is. And Harry hasn't meddled with you know, the lore of where things should be in mechs or anything like that, which is fair enough. I think some people would complain about that if he did.
Do they think they can hurt me? Let's hit them hard.
Oh, Jesus. They have a Hetzer. Wow. All efforts need to be focused on taking that out. What else have they got? Scorpion LRM. Still kind of nasty. 2 of those. But the Hetzer with the AC-20 is the scariest thing there, so work on that. Oh, good shot, Doyle. Good shot. Great shooting. Just the whiff we needed at this point. Okay, the Locust is running away. I think he's flanking. But what he's actually doing is just leaving his teammates. Okay, Rylan. I'm going to use Resolve here because potentially we could just wreck this thing if Rylan doesn't whiff the shot. Please, Rylan. Please, please, please hit the target. You can do this, buddy.
Tell me what to shoot.
Yes, there it is. Whew. Okay, AC-20 armed Hetzer dealt with.
Receiving you. Jumping.
We'll just brace, I think. We'll save the heat. Nice. Evasion working out well there for the Stinger.
Damage minimal.
All the nurses have vanished except for Nurse Steve, says Sarge. What have you done with them?
Confirmed. Firing.
Well, I guess it's just you and Nurse Steve for the rest of your recovery then, Sarge.
Mess them up.
It's just what it's going to have to be. Who even says they're either in the stew pots in the galley or they're in the main fusion reactor. Either way, they're fueling something. Yeah, knowing Sarge, that's probably the truth, Rubian.
Engaging physical attack.
Smush. Yeah. So, like the removing the ability to melee attack for double damage on vehicles, I think in the later stages when you're facing the big vehicles, for me won't make too much of a difference because I normally have to shoot those things down anyway. It's very rare that I get close enough to actually melee attack those. But in the earlier stage of the game, it will up the challenge a bit because it won't be so easy to just step on them. You'll have to actually shoot them down. And I like the idea of that. I don't think it's going to make it ridiculous. You know, it's not going to make it unplayable at all. So I like the idea of trying that as well. So yeah, anyway, there's a few things in the tweaks, in the optional files that Harry made for Beegs and Jam that I'm looking forward to giving a try.
Mission successful.
Yeah, I'm aware it's not going to be for everybody, but you know, some of you, if you find the game too easy, give it a shot. If you find the game hard enough as it is, or the mod hard enough as it is, give them a miss. You don't have to use them. Right. Well, that mission turned out to be a hell of a lot easier than it initially looked when that Thunderbolt showed up. We're going to salvage 2 pieces of that, and yeah, there's a lot of medium lasers there. 3. Hopefully we'll get one of those. Would be quite happy if we got lucky enough to grab that large laser as well, but we'll see. Oh, we got it. Excellent. We got it. And we got 2 medium lasers as well. That is a fantastic haul. And an LRM-15. Oh, that's probably the best haul we've had so far. Really pleased with that. Right. Do we need to repair anything? I don't think we do. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, so on to the next contract. So we're going to do one of these easier ones for the first outing for Lance number 2 as a complete Lance. So let's have a look. What are the options? 2 of these have got a better payout than this one. That's got the best payout. Spoiler. We'll leave it in the middle. 2 optional salvage is fine, I guess, and that money will come in handy. Okay, so clear out these pilots, and we'll get in Lance number 2. There we go. Right, who's going in what? Right, best gunnery is on Falcon, so we'll stick him in the Clint. I want Gecko in the fire starter, so I can run him in recklessly at the front, and because I like to see him twitch. Garrison, we'll stick Garrison in the Stinger, and that leaves Chronic Toast in the Irby. Yeah, that'll do for me, I think. Okay. Don't die, Garrison. I wonder how... Has anyone actually counted how many mechs are now in this mod? I keep wondering that. Not wondering enough to actually count myself, though. But I do wonder if anyone else has done it. How many mechs and variants are now in this latest version? Did any new mechs get added to this very latest update? Or is it still the same number of mechs from the last update? I'm not sure. What? Really? Infernal says there's a 100-ton hatchet man with ECM now. Have fun getting that. Oh god, that sounds brutal.
Command interface initiated.
Mr. Moon says, isn't that the Berserker? I don't know the answer to that. Oh, Infernal says yes it is. Okay, so for those that know about the Berserker, that's in now. That sounds
Yes,
scary.
boss. Standing by.
Right, what have I got to do here? Just destroy the Capellan
Got it.
lance.
Of course. I got something.
Uh-oh. This was supposed to be an easy mission for these guys. I think reinforcements are being dropped already. I think this just turned nasty.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Thanks for that, Gecko. There's definitely going to be some twitching in this mission,
Awaiting
especially if they're going to be dropping multiple lances on us. So there's one drop zone, and where there's one, there's usually another. Okay, go this way around then.
Have no doubt.
Stay away from
it
that
will be done.
second drop, as long as we can.
Firing. Negative damage.
No, I just said my background is Capellan Infernal. I said I'll be just affiliating with whoever I feel like. I'm not going to ally with anyone in particular. Just doing whatever I want.
Commander.
No, we've got a Capellan background, and that's all. So that affected the starting mechs that we have. And to be quite honest, we didn't get a bad bunch for the beginning of this career.
Good to go. On the move.
39%, nah, not worth it. Save that precious AC-10 ammo that the Irby has.
I'm showing minor damage. Receiving you. Coordinates received. On it.
Okay, there's the second lance. It looked like it was just two mechs, so I didn't bother to scrutinise what they were. So, assuming this initial lance we're fighting... oh, hold on. I don't know how many mechs it is, actually. Oh, I've no idea. I'm going to say assuming it's only two, but it might be more than two. Well, either way. Do here. Let's move there.
Roger that.
That's an Irby. PPC armed Irby as well. Wow, a 17% chance.
Target lock on enemy 6.
Yep. Didn't expect that to hit, and it didn't.
Reporting negative damage.
I mean, they're poorly armored as well, so shouldn't get too scared. We've just got to actually be able to hit the damn thing, so that's the issue.
How might I help?
I think we'll just chase this Locust away. If he's going to be crazy enough to separate himself from his buddies,
Target confirmed.
then it's probably worth our while picking him off and staying away from the firepower of all the other nasties in the short term. Yeah, that's not going to be worth it, is it? So we'll sprint the Irby again.
Confirmed. Yes, Commander.
I mean, maybe we'll hit with one of these.
Firing.
There we go. Look like we got one. A little bit concerned that they're eventually going to wear that Stinger down if they keep firing LRMs at it. I need to get the Stinger away. Okay, Garrison. Shall we go melee this guy? Yeah, let's do that.
On my way.
Garrison going in for a hug.
Putting my weight into it.
Ooh, that was a good connection. Right torso gone. Right arm gone. Ah, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute, they're not friends. Oh, this is good. So, one lance is Capellans, the other one is unknown hostile lance. Ah, this just started to get a lot easier than it looked initially. Okay, well, in that case, let's sandwich these guys while we can. Yeah, that's right. Gecko's being sent right in there. He'll be fine. Don't worry, he's always fine. What have we got? He's doing some valuable scouting. We've got a Stinger 3G, a Wasp. Oh, a Raven 3M. Check that out. So that's packing an LRM 15. What? What the hell? Okay, I've never heard of this Raven variant. This is why I'm surprised. So 2 small lasers, a small pulse, a NARC beacon, and an LRM 15. That's a huge LRM to have on a light mech. Okay, that's cool. I would quite like to salvage this mech if I can. Yeah, of course, the other one was the Irby, which we've already seen. I guess we'll just shoot at whatever we've got the best chance to hit. So it's between the Wasp and the Raven. I'm going to leave the Raven because I want, as I said, I want to try to salvage that. So I guess we'll shoot this Wasp. Hey, Lazy, how you doing? Good to see you. But does the Raven have an XL? I would assume it's got an XL for it to be able to fit all of that in.
Waiting for orders.
Okay, time for some Irby on Irby action. We're going to fire at this guy. Oh, nice. Good shot. Shame it was only the left arm. I'm just happy we actually connected with the target, to be honest. But yeah, we've robbed him of a small laser. Woo. Right, I'm ignoring this Locust now, by the way. We've taken part of its firepower off. Actually, the Clint could do with cooling down, so I guess we'll sprint over here. Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Critical hit.
That was quite serious. I thought the stock version of the Firestarter had more rear armor than that appeared to have there.
Damage. Oh, it's on now.
We've lost a jump jet as well. Not the end of the world, but quite worried that Gecko's rear is exposed at this point. Oh, it's the right torso. Okay, how much armor do we have stock on this? 25. Wow. I mean, that is a lot lower than I thought it was on the stock version. I thought it had more than that. Yeah, that was pretty scary. So the center torso of this Wasp is open, and he'd done that with just a medium laser and an SRM2. Pretty impressive stuff by that Wasp pilot. Got to give him that. Right.
Yes, Commander.
Well, I'm going to move Gecko. I don't want him getting shot in the butt again, really. What we got over here? Stinger. Right, okay. Okay. So we've got to just be careful about how we position to make sure that we're not the piggy in the middle, basically. At the moment, the Capellans are piggy in the middle between that force and our force. I'd quite like to keep it that way.
I understand. They've got a sensor lock on me.
You coming back for more, are you, Mr. Locust?
Good to go.
I think I'll try to nail this Locust with Garrison, because it might start being a pain in the butt, quite literally, if I don't get rid of him. And we do already have garrison in the back line right next to it. Good job. Good job. Excellent work there. Stop shooting Gecko in the butt, please.
Barely hit, Commander.
Okay, let's have a look. Oh, he's doing all right. That's mostly missed him by the looks of things. Right, chronic toast with the Irby. What are we going to do with you? I think we'll jump. Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Firing jump jet.
Still want to leave that Raven till last. And we'll shoot the enemy Irby here, I think.
Giving them
No, we've
everything
whiffed
I've got.
with everything. Oh well. I at least thought the small laser would hit. No,
Negative damage.
was not to be. Samurai says, "Stop putting Gecko's butt in a spot to be shot at." It's just how he likes to play. Oh, there we go. Look at this. Look at this, guys. I'll show you when I get a chance. But yeah, some of you that were quick enough to look will have seen the little target marker icon, which appeared over. I thought it was on Falcon. But I think that means he was either tag lasered or narked, I believe. The Raven's got a narc beacon, so it could have been that.
Commander.
Can we go punch an Irby with Falcon? Yeah, let's go punch an Irby.
I copy. Locked on for physical attack.
Or kick. Kicking's fine. As long as we're doing damage, that's all that matters. Garrison does love his butt tacker. He really does. Dude, what was that? Were they shooting at me? Or were they shooting at other stuff? Yeah, pretty sure that wasn't me. I think they were shooting at the Capellan Irby. We're all good. Right, speaking of Garrison, where is he? He's over here. Go for a mighty leap. These stingers can jump a long way. And we're going to shoot the Irby because it's the easiest thing for us to hit. Scored a hit. All good. Gecko is clearly public enemy number 1 at the moment, at least for the Capellans.
Reporting.
Okay. How do I want to do this? I'm going to jump here so we've got a bit of evasion. I'm probably not going to be able to fire all my medium lasers. Oh, I can. Just about. Alright, well, we'll fire everything into this Irby at this point. If we can destroy that PPC. Yeah, we got the PPC. Okay.
Critical hit.
Irby's not very scary now. He's probably going to get finished off by the other opposing force. So we can probably ignore him at this point. I'm glad the Raven is targeting the planetary government forces and not mine, because that LRM-15 damage would certainly start adding up. Right, gonna go for the Wasp. We're gonna go for a precision strike. Haha, nice. Pulled it off on a 33% chance. Very happy with that. CT was hit, and down goes the Wasp. Right, Falcon. Oh, I don't know. The Irby's not really much of a threat, is it now? Then again, it is right in my face. But also, it's providing these guys a target. Yeah, I think I'm going to send Falcon over here. And we're going to shoot one of these guys in the butt. Go for this guy because he hasn't got any evasion.
Engaging jump jets.
Nice. Generated quite a bit of heat doing that, but I'd say it was worthwhile. We got him out of the way, and we're close enough to punch the other guy, I think, next time. While we lose the heat the following round. Oh really, Stinger? Oh really?
Systems holding.
Is this a fight you want?
Awaiting orders.
Okay, how's Gecko doing? Little bit toasty. Can move him close enough to shoot at this other Stinger though. He's losing a tiny millimetre of heat if I fire everything. So we'll do it.
Firing.
Okay. Okay. Now the Raven's turned his attention to my lance.
I'm showing minor damage.
It's fair enough.
Let's do this. Moving to position. Taking the shot.
Nice. AC-10 round connected. Took the leg clean off that Stinger.
Yes, Commander.
He's on his back, wriggling around like an upside-down turtle. Right, what are we going to do with Garrison? I think largely try to keep him out of trouble still. It's probably the best course of action. Go for that.
Jumping. Roger that. Waiting for orders.
Let's go for a melee stomp.
Targeting for physical attack.
Squish! There we go, Stinger down. Okay, so that's the unknown hostile lance dealt with, but we've still got 2 Capellan mechs to deal with.
One less target.
One very, very trashed trash can. Gone for an interesting reverse maneuver there, and then completely whiffed his shots. Good job, Capellan. And then, last of all, we will have that Raven to deal with, and it's going to be tricky, but we're going to try to delicately salvage it. Delicately pick it apart for salvage. Right, where am I putting the Irby? I think I still want to keep him in cover for the time being. Although that gets me a better shot. My Irby's got plenty of armor. Screw it. No cover.
On the move.
I don't think it's necessary. Even if this Raven hits us a fair bit, we'll still be okay. Should I precision strike here? No, in fact, no. I want to keep maximum resolve because I want to plow it all into that Raven. Trying to take the legs out.
Acknowledged.
Okay, that was a great shot.
Damn it.
Okay, shot at the Irby as predicted. Actually whiffed quite a lot of those missiles, so that's
Standing by.
just fine by me. Right, Garrison.
Heading out.
We need to finish this Irby.
Acknowledged.
He's a mess, but he's not dead. Oh, he's panicked though. And ejected. Okay, now we are down to just the Raven.
Yes, Commander.
And this is the bit where we've got to be super careful how we take him apart.
Yes, Commander.
So we're going to do some maneuvering first. But let's not forget, he does still have 2 small lasers and a small pulse from once we get close up. So he's not completely neutered just by us rushing him. Even though the majority of his firepower is in that LRM-15 for sure. But he still hurt us with the smalls. There we go. Oh, Gecko getting shot, but thanks to his evasion, not too badly.
There's a hole in my armor.
Just ignore Gecko saying there's a hole in his armor. He's lying. He's fine.
Awaiting orders.
Right, we're going to go for side angle and go for the leg shot.
Yes, Commander.
Gecko's the man for the job here. Going to precision strike as well.
Locking on target.
Both medium lasers hit the leg. That was great. Left leg destroyed. Fantastic work.
Target's taken a
Excellent.
critical hit.
Right, now I'm probably not going to shoot him while he's down, because it actually gives you a lower percentage chance to hit the leg while a mech is down. So instead, I'm just going to position my guys ready for when this guy stands up. Right, I'm going to reserve Garrison and Falcon.
Waiting for the shot.
Oh, is he already gone? Oh, he's still down. Okay, yeah, so we're just going to move him to position. We're not going to shoot.
Good to go.
Just want to make sure I've got as many angles covered as possible when he stands up. I want to hit his remaining leg. Right, reserve.
Reserving action.
There we go. He's standing up. And you saw the text there, no/minimal arms. That's a quirk of mechs like the Raven and the Jenna. Mechs that don't have any arms suffer even more heavily the turn that they stand up, because it's harder for them to stand up because they don't have arms. So he would have very low hit chances. Right, he has a right leg left, so that's this side. That's where we want to shoot him. So away we go with Gecko. Again, precision strike. He did so well last time, just wiping that leg out in one. See if we can do it again. No, not this time.
Yes, Commander.
Looking good. Down to 32.
By.
Going for a big leap
Firing jump jet.
with Falcon in the Clint. And we are now out of resolve. I guess we'll just try our luck here then. I'm going to destroy that small pulse, aren't I? You know what? I'm not. I'm just going to brace.
Yes, Commander.
Let's wait for more resolve. Because it might be quite nice to have a small pulse at this stage.
Holding for the right opportunity.
He's not interested in shooting us at all, is he? Right, Gecko, I guess, is the man for the job. Let's move him here. There. No. Okay, screw it. There.
As you wish. Confirmed.
Ah, we did blow up the right arm in the end. Never mind. So, no small pulse available, but we did get the second leg.
Successful.
And that means there should be 2 pieces of that Raven available to grab. And we are going to grab them. You did well in that mission, Gecko. I definitely did install the cup and snack holders, Wolfsart. Every mech that Gecko pilots is fully equipped for snackage. Right, we lost a jump jet from the fire starter. I don't know if we've got a spare, but it's not the end of the world. And everything else was pretty unscathed. Good stuff. And where is it? There it is, the Raven 3M. Let's have a look at what it says about this. So it's got 1 energy hardpoint, 3 missile hardpoints, and 4 support hardpoints. There's this 3053 variant based on the 3L variant. Removed the SRM-6 launcher, the medium lasers, and the electronic warfare systems and tag laser in order to turn the Raven into a long-range fire support unit. This fire support is provided by a single 15-tube long-range missile launcher. Additionally, the mech sports 2 small lasers and a small pulse laser in the event any enemies get under the minimum range of its missile launcher. Comes with ferrofibrous armor. Also has case, so that protects it from ammo explosions. And just the negative quirk of the no/minimal arms. So you can see +2 extra to hit penalty when standing up and cannot sprint that round. So that's the price you pay. But it seems like a pretty cool mech, so I'm going to take 2 parts of that in case we see another in future and can get a whole one. There's a narc beacon available there as well. But unfortunately we did destroy that small pulse laser. Alright, what do we got? Nothing that I really want. Okay. Well, we got the Raven parts. That's what counts. That's right, Gecko. Oh, Lazy says, damn it, it's not a cup holder. It's a fancy Lost Tech CD-ROM. I like the beer AOL coasters. God, they used to mail those out to everybody, didn't they? Even in the UK, we got those CDs. I wonder how much money they spent on them in total. Like, I think there was enough. There were enough of those AOL CDs made for every person in the world to have at least 5 of them. Right. What to do now? I've got nothing but fatigued pilots, I think, at this point. Yeah, they're all fatigued. So I guess we'll wind time on a few days. We need to do a refit here, though. I do have a spare jump jet. But at this stage, do I want to take the opportunity to rebuild this? I know, it's going to take ages, though, isn't it? Maybe I can just do... I can just do it little by little. I'll just change the armor. Yeah, see, that only takes a day. Let's take out another jump jet. I do have a half load of MG ammo. Put that in. Take that out. Max the armor a little bit more. Let's go down to 25 for now. Rear. Allow us to up the front. Look how low the armor levels are on these things. It's ridiculous. Alright, drop flamers. As long as I'm taking things out, that's still only taking 1 day. Okay. Take that out. Let's put this single ton back in. 2 tons to play with. Now, as soon as I start fitting things into it, it's gonna take longer to do, isn't it? Right, what's that? That's still 2 days. That's all right. Wow, if I chuck another one in, 3 days. Okay, that's actually pretty quick. I can afford to do this. Still got 4 jump jets. Not my favourite way to build one of these. It's going to get a little bit hot, but it's a refit I can do that doesn't take me too many days. And since I'm going to be spending at least 3 days waiting for my pilot fatigue to clear, it seems worth my while doing this refit. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. There we go. That'll do for now. Eventually, I want to make that into a nice machine gun boat, but that can wait. I believe I will need more machine guns. We are in a location where I could buy an infinite amount, I think, but yeah. We'll do that before we leave, as opposed to right now. Right, yeah, so we'll wind time on. Get that pilot fatigue cleared, and we'll have a new shiny Firestarter build as well.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
Getting a financial report too.
I've got the financial report.
Okay, we can handle it. Costs are nice and low at this point. Right. Need to go on one more day, I think.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Oh, Rylan got dumped. Poor Rylan. He's going to have low spirits for 30 days. Sarge is still out for another 4 days. Okay. Well, we can use the other lance for now, can't we? So we'll do that. Right, what have we got here? Escort? No, not doing escorts. An attack and defend. Oh, that that could be nasty, even though it's only a 1 skull. I think we'll do that next session because that'll take me quite a while. So we'll do this. We'll do this 1 skull battle, I think, here. Let's up the salvage. Ooh, we are upsetting the Federated Suns quite a lot, aren't we? Bit by bit. Right, we'll use the same lance again. They do need to catch up a bit on the other guys because they've come in later. But also Sarge is still injured, so I may as well wait those 4 days for Sarge to be able to join the rest of his mates. I'm just looking at the mech experience at the moment. If you're wondering why I'm hovering over my dudes. As you can see, Sarge has built up 3 experience in the Clint because I keep putting him in that. Right. We will keep things the same, I think. Yes, that's what we'll do. And Gecko now has a shiny new... Oh, hold on, actually. Let me just check pilot XP because it might be that Gecko can get another point in gunnery and that would be really useful if he can.
Reporting.
Yes, he can, just. So, yeah. So, Gecko's going up to 3 gunnery. That was worth doing.
Waiting for orders.
Commander?
Falcon can, in fact, go up to 4.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Okay, I'm glad I checked now.
Awaiting
Okay,
orders.
right, now we're going to do it. So, 2 of my pilots are going to be better shots. Now we've done that for this mission. So, yep, so we've got Falcon now with gunnery 4 in the Clint. And Gecko with gunnery 3 in the fire starter. Gecko was saying put the MGs in the center. Yeah, I did think about doing that because they're a bit better protected there, but I thought that might just add more time if I move them. I wasn't sure, so I didn't do it. Can we dump the flamers and get more MG? Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's always what I go for. Like, you probably remember my standard fire starter by now, but 3 medium lasers and fill it up with maximum machine guns, which I believe is 6. And then I think I go for 1.5 tons of ammo, and that's done. I will be going for that build when I get the chance. But I didn't want to do something that's going to take too long to refit at this point. So we just went for a slight change.
All right. Keep your eyes open and watch
Right.
the sensors.
Destroy Davian units. Sounds pretty straightforward, doesn't it? Okay, we'll head out this way.
Moving to position. On my way. Position confirmed.
I'm looking forward to getting my first new mech that isn't, you know, a 20-ton Locust. I mean, I know I could be using my Locust, but at the moment I'm using the Irby, and it's always getting left behind. That's the one thing I find annoying about them in BattleTech, is you just can't keep up any reasonable squad cohesion
On my way.
with an Irby dawdling away at the back. So I'd like to replace this with, well, whatever I can get, really. If we can finish off a Commando 2D, that would be quite nice. Or another fire starter, or any medium. That would be great.
Orders.
Okay, let's go scouting with the Stinger. Garrison
Acknowledged.
leading the charge, as he likes to do. A Commando 3A, okay. That's got 2 SRM-6, a medium laser, and a flamer. That's a new Commando variant. Well, when I say new, I mean it's not from 3025 or thereabouts, which is where I spent most of my time playing this mod. It's a future Commando. I don't know what year specifically, but definitely comes into the game later. Of course, for those that don't know, we're playing 3057 onwards at the moment in this mod. It's an option you can choose. So that's a new Commando to my eyes anyway. 2 SRM6s, that's pretty nasty. I wouldn't mind getting my hands on one of those.
Copy that.
I don't know how common they are. They might be super rare for all I know. They have a fire starter. Now, do we have pieces of a fire starter already? Got a feeling when I encountered fire starters, there's always been something else worth grabbing. So maybe I've had random chance give me 1 or 2 pieces of a fire starter, but I'm not sure.
You have orders? Yes, Commander.
Either way, out of these 2, the fire starter is probably the higher value grab, since I already have at least maybe 1 part of a fire starter in the bank. So we'll try to pick that apart for salvage, and we'll just wreck this Commando 3A.
As you wish. Scored a critical hit.
Oh god, that sounds nasty, Gecko. Fritzl says you need that urban mech for the challenge. Hey Fritz, good to see you. Happy New Year, mate. Well, maybe. %, or 17%. Yeah, we're not going to be firing. What's this other mech? A Wasp 1D. Now, what does that have? That's not a bad variant, actually. A medium laser, 2 smalls, and a flamer. It's not bad for a Wasp, really.
Yes, Commander.
Well, those odds are not good. Slightly better if I go for the Wasp, so we'll do that.
On it.
Everything missed. Oh, well.
Damn it.
Is that part of this lance, or is there a second? Yeah, no, it's got to be part of this lance, hasn't it? Wondering if there was a second lance moving in yet. Right, let's see what the odds are with the Irby there. 29. No, not worth it. Not worth it.
What's up, boss?
How might I help?
Yeah, let's send Gecko over here. So we're going to shoot at this Commando.
He's going down.
No, that was awful. Terrible shooting, Gecko. What's going on, man?
Receiving you. Up high.
Ooh, a little bit too hot. We'll just fire the machine guns then. Only doing 1 damage per tick there. Hang on here. Commando's getting all close and personal with Gecko. Well, that's not such a bad thing, because that brings him close enough that Falcon in our medium mech should be able to give him a nice slap in a moment. First, we need to do something with this Irby. Well, I guess sprint is all it's going to do. Still got terrible chances to hit anything. Now, Wasp is going after the Clint.
Took a hard hit there.
I did notice their Commando is down 1 SRM6 as well, which is cool, wherever it's gone. Yeah, down an SRM6 and a Flamer, so firepower is significantly reduced there. Actually, hold on. I might just shoot with Falcon rather than melee at this point. Do that.
On it. Copy that.
Wasn't
Solid
great,
connection on that one.
but we did marginally more damage than the melee attack would have done, I think. Is that another is that a Stinger? It is a Stinger. Okay. Yeah, this is all completely doable so far. So we'll try to leave the fire starter till last so we can salvage it. But everything else, we just need to smash. Gecko's a little bit hot now, so we're going to go for a melee attack with him. Allow him to lose some heat. The left leg punch clean off. We've still got the machine guns to go as well. There we go. Pilot ejected. Good work. Yeah, I thought that might just do it. Those flamers have just ticked the heat up a little bit too much on the Clint. I think we're taking some internal damage there.
Yes, Commander.
Just a little. Right. Irby. Oh, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Okay, I can get a leg shot there. All right, we'll do that then. I could use. I mean, I could use precision strike and try for that leg shot, which might take it clean off with this AC-10. But we've not hit 50% resolve yet, so we've not yet managed to get the bonus chance to hit. The guys that really could use that 50% resolve bonus chance to hit. But then again, this opportunity might not come around in a hurry. So yeah, we'll go for it. We'll go for it. Come on, make it worthwhile. Now, we definitely hit the target, but did we hit the leg? That's the question. If we hit the leg, then that was worthwhile. Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Heat damage.
They're really going for overheating this Clint, aren't they? We lost an empty arm. It's fine. There was nothing in that arm. Don't mind that. But we are taking internal damage. And yeah, is there a flamer on this as well? No. But they got plenty of flamers between 4 on the fire starter and the extra 1 on the wasp to cause me problems with this Clint. Right, I wanted to see the fire starter's leg. Yes, we did hit it. So it's down to 12 hit points. So that was worthwhile. Now, Garrison, can we get you? No. No, we can't. I wanted to see if I could leap him far enough to get a shot into that leg, try to finish it off, but not quite. So, yeah, I can't afford to do that jump. That'll overheat me. That's not so good. Okay then. I guess we'll sprint here for a better position next round. I think he was on fire still. He's not now, but I think he was
Ready for orders.
in previous attacks. Right. I guess we punch the wasp. Oof. We're not losing much heat, are we? I'm gonna turn that small laser off as well, because they're obviously gonna flame me again some more. I'm looking at my leg armor because I was considering a DFA, but no, that would be crazy talk. Let's just go for the melee attack on the wasp.
Putting my weight into it.
No, he's missed. No. Okay.
Connect.
Oh, Gecko's gotten hit in the head. Taking an injury. Not good news. Right, I want to finish off that that leg on the fire starter, so we'll get Gecko on that job. Just enough for a precision strike. I'm going to go for it.
Unloading a full salvo. Target's taking a critical hit.
I forgot about your new pet, Sarge. Oh, God. I told you, you've got to keep that in Darius's quarters. That's where it lives.
I'm under heavy fire.
Is that where you keep the people meat, Sarge? Is that why it's being stored there?
Good to go.
Ah. Alright, bit of moustache came off in my mouth and was annoying. I got it. It's all good. Don't panic. Right. Going to do with Garrison. Quite like to punch a wasp. Let's punch a wasp, Garrison. You got this, buddy. Yes. I'll give him those machine guns. He's still looking rather more healthy than I'd hoped.
Good to go. Heading out. Acknowledged.
Wow, actually hit. I wasn't expecting to hit there. I was just kind of, whatever, we'll give it a shot. 44%, but we did score a hit. We've taken off the right arm, so he's lost his medium laser now.
Receiving you.
All right, Falcon, more melee attacks.
Locked on for physical attack.
Nice, CT destroyed. Wasp gone.
One less target.
That sounds good to me, Sarge. Yeah, yeah. I'm okay with this. Yeah.
Yes, Commander.
Feel free to feed the people to your pet. And then the crew can have real food again. Which leg is remaining? The left leg. So we want to hit this side.
Reporting.
So Gecko can do that for us, can't he?
Have no doubt it will be done.
I have to turn a medium laser off. Don't think any of that hit the leg. Never mind. But we don't have enough resolve for any precision strikes at the moment, so we're going to have to save up a bit.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Ooh, that rear CT. It's open. And he crit one of the medium lasers. Well, we don't like that.
Yes, boss. Copy that.
Alright, see if we get lucky with Chronic Toast. Come on, cleave that leg off.
Confirm.
Oh, you got it with the small laser. It looks like Gecko must have actually scored some hits on it. Because the armor was stripped away, and it wasn't in that condition before. Eek.
Critical hit.
Falcon's butt is in a bad way. He's down to 20 internals. This needs to end quickly before they end Falcon.
Roger. Confirmed.
Let's get Garrison working on that fire starter leg. Oh, he has not
Critical
removed
hit,
it.
Commander.
Oh dear. Right. Falcon needs to get the hell out of Dodge. How am I going to do this? Ooh, I can do a nice big jump. There we go. That's how we're going to do it. And unfortunately, that's going to overheat him. Well, crap. I can't really risk doing that with him on so few internals. So sprint is the only option I've got. Then where can I sprint to and get his rear safe? There, maybe? Let's try that.
Roger. Full speed.
Damage minimal.
Fair enough, Gecko.
Awaiting orders.
Right, we're gonna try to finish this guy off.
Certainly.
Gecko's got this, right? We've got enough for a precision strike. 9 hit points remaining on that leg. Surely he's got this. There we go.
One less target.
One salvageable fire starter. Right, now the Stinger's got an absolute buttload of evasion, so we're going to melee attack this. Nice! The Irby hit the target. And with the small laser as well. Pretty good stuff. Now then, Garrison, what are we going to do with you? You can't get close enough to melee, so I guess we'll just fire the machine guns. At least they've got an improved chance to hit. Now we've removed a bit of evasion. And we'll fire the medium laser as well, 49%. Medium laser missed, but we got some machine gun hits in.
Order critical hit.
Now,
Orders.
Falcon. Yeah. If I keep his butt to the edge of the map, they can't shoot him in it, can they? He's not losing the heat very easily, is he, on this map? He's not on fire anymore. And, yeah, we definitely need more heat sinks.
Firing at enemy six.
Gecko says you have to change my voice. I thought you liked that voice, Gecko. Tell me which voice you want. Wolfsart says voice 19 for the win.
Yes, Commander.
What's wrong with this one?
Waiting for orders.
Reporting. Yes, Commander. Awaiting orders. Reporting.
Yeah, you just tell me which voice you want, Gecko. I'll happily change it. Right, what am I going to do? I'm going to punch a stinger with Gecko. Yeah, that's the plan. And then we can lose some heat.
Locked on for physical attack.
Nice, left torso gone. Get wrecked. Oh, the Clint was on fire, Harry said. You check the enemy status bar there. Okay, fair enough.
Mission successful.
Sarge says voice 1. Gecko wants the super gruff sounding voice. Which one is that, though? There's a couple of them that are quite gruff sounding, I think. Right. What did we lose? Nothing there. Gecko got a 22-day injury, unfortunately, because they shot him in the cockpit. Yeah, that's all right. Look at all those kills Gecko got there. 2 kills and 1 eject. Right, I want to read this Commando 3A. So it's got 1 energy hardpoint, 2 missile, 2 support. There's a very recent variant. The 3A mounts a pair of SRM-6 racks and supplements its close-in firepower with a flamer. It's an excellent quick strike mech, but suffers in drawn-out fights due to a limited supply of ammunition for the SRMs. Not surprised. Oh, what? It doesn't have endo steel or ferro? I guess maybe it's got an XL engine? I don't know. Yeah, it must be really low on ammo, though. For sure. Right, so we did already have 1 piece of a fire starter. So we're going to take 2 more. And then roll the dice, because there is another one. If we get lucky, if RNG's smiles upon us, we could have a whole fire starter. Yep, that's what we're going with. No. So we rolled a piece of the Commando 3A. Not the end of the world. And a piece of Stinger, but we didn't get the last part of the fire starter. Never mind. There will be plenty more fire starters for us to encounter, I'm sure. Wolfsheart says someone needs to make a voice mod from MechWarrior 5 to use the terrible Cockney accent they used. Oh my god. That's an evil but good idea, Wolfsheart. So, 2 things. 1, I want to double check that Sarge did have voice 20. Because I've created Sarge in so many playthroughs that it's plausible that this particular one I didn't put it to 20 and I'm remembering a different one. So let's check that first.
Yeah? What can I do you for?
Yeah, he's on 23, isn't he? Yeah. There we go. That's Sarge fixed. And then Gecko wants his voice changing.
Yes, Commander.
I don't see what's wrong with this.
Reporting. Reporting. What's the plan? Awaiting orders.
I mean, he sounds like some kind of villain. Like, come on, it works with the look.
Yes, Commander.
But yeah, so let's find a gruff sounding voice. I think maybe 14.
What are your orders, Skipper?
No, not that one.
Commander.
There you go, 13.
Aye, aye. What do you need? Yep. Standing by. Waiting for orders.
I mean,
Yeah.
that one sounds like he smokes 40 a day.
Yes, Commander.
So we'll go with that one. He says, I'm Batman. Yeah. Sounds about right. Okay. Oh, Bagman Mike, thank you very much for the resub. Really appreciate that. Thank you. 4 months now. Wow, thank you so much for the support. Right, we've got some fixing to do. So we're going to do that there, fixing. 5 days. Really? 5 days to stitch an arm back on? I should say weld, really, shouldn't I? 5 days to weld an arm back on. That's quite a long way, actually. So, what can I do in that time? I might be able to further modify the fire starter. Because I'm going to wait those 5 days. No, hold on. I can't because I haven't got the upgrade that allows me to work on multiple things at once yet, I don't think. Allows repair bay 2 and mech bay 2 to repair at 100% efficiency. That's the one. I don't have that yet. 450k. Can I afford that yet? Can I? Can I afford that? I don't know if I can afford that yet. What are my overheads? My overheads are pretty low, actually. Yeah, screw it. We'll do it. Let's get that on the go. Harmon Snow as well. Thank you very much for the resub. 6 months for Harmon Snow. Thank you so much. He says, thanks for all the viewing and for restarting my interest in BattleTech. Oh, thank you for all your support, Harmon. I really appreciate it. You've now got the gold Doyle clan symbol next to your name. Congratulations. Yeah, I've... oh, you need Mech Bay 2 as well, do you? Harry says. So it's not just that upgrade. Okay. Well, that upgrade will at least make us repair things quicker anyhow, so I'm still going to stick with it. But yeah, so I'm not going to refit anything. We'll just wait for that Clint to be done. And away we go. Also, we'll have had Sarge come back to action as well. We'll have cleared the fatigue for the second Lance as well. There'll still be Gecko out of action, unfortunately, but Doyle can fill in for him. But that will all come next time because I'm now out of time. I don't have enough time to squeeze another mission in. So that's where we're going to end for the day. But thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you all being here. Hope you enjoyed seeing a bit of the latest update. As you can see here, the year is 3057, February the 1st. I do like how you now see the year instead of the number of days played. That's a nice little touch. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed seeing and hearing about the latest update to Commander's Edition. Check it out if you've not downloaded it yet. I think it just got released last night, version 1.8.1.3. It is once again as stable as its most stable version, which was 1.6, which is fantastic, making it once more the most stable mod out there for BattleTech, and very enjoyable to play as well. So check that out on Nexus Mods, give it a download, get up to date, and have fun. Also, if you're interested, try those optional files that Harry created for Beagle Jam. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying those myself. And as I said, that might be what I do the very next time I play this. We might be checking those difficulty settings out. With those extra files, we'll have to see. But hopefully you will join me again tomorrow at the usual time of 3 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Eastern. Hope to see you all then. And if you're watching this on YouTube, please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the content and subscribe to the channel for more stuff like this. Thank you very much for you all being here. And we're gonna have a look to see if there's someone we can raid in BattleTech today. Let's have a look. Oh, what's going on? More things happening. Manta7, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Right, yes, raid. We're looking for someone to raid. There are a whole bunch of people. Let's try this this guy. Yeah. Go. Okay. That open. And let's confuse someone with our speedos. Get that raid on the go. yeah, and again, I don't know what I'll be playing tomorrow. I said this year I'm just going to take things easy and just play what I feel like on any given day. So I don't know yet what I'll be doing tomorrow. Could be MechWarrior 5, could be more of this, could be something else entirely. But hopefully you'll join me anyhow, and we'll have some fun. I'll see you all tomorrow. Let's get that raid on.
All right, let's do a quick load then. Weird that it's not available.